No! Let's go!
Perfect timing. Wild Oreo there to trade as well. It's a great execute. It's clean. And the heels come back up. And so it's going to be Team Secret keeping everybody alive for the spike.
Tangina mo, Mindanao represent!
Now, and Primi holds the angle, trying to work alongside Jit Boys. His old teammate just the first headshot going through now. A second as he flicks on towards Jeremy's head. He blocks it. Triple kill going through. Now Tree holds down the angle, still has the smoke blocked off, and then a second smoke just to back him up. The triple kill going through. Envy with the shockdown though, took down Jit Boys, and now it comes down to the peak. Primi just manages to make it work. Nail on the head to Envy. The quad picks up the pistol for Talon in the opening round.
You bring in a ranked team and you put him in a 1vx, and that's where he thrives. We saw this from Karon. We just saw it from Karon actually in the previous match, and we're seeing it from Primi. Nerves be damned. I will win this round. Great at isolating all the 1v1s. Stays calm throughout all of it. Great support from Jit Boys as well with that smoke. And what a debut round for Primi. People had doubts. They said it's a big stage. Primi says it's just another game of Valorant as Talon takes the pistol round in this best of 3.
In the moments, everything else melts away. It's down to him and his opponent. Unfortunately, Jeremy just sliding right underneath. It's not something that Primi has not seen before. This guy grinds ranked every time. Now on to the next round, though. With the Sheriffs, Team Secret tries to poke and prod. A little bit of a reaction as the Bear Mash was deployed out towards C, and opening up the revolving doors.
Yeah, I mean, against an eco, this barrier mesh, very painful. They've taken away one side of it, so that causes the smokes to come out from Primi. But no real way for Team Secret to break through this. They don't want to commit all the util that they've purchased on the eco. Unless you find that opening, that's all creds you could be banking up in the future. So they're going to try to cut noise. Try to start to sneak in. Grabnet at the ready, but doesn't find an opening with that blind coming in. Ban holding
Deleted.
it. Doesn't find the kill. There is the paranoia. He's going to back out. Primi's still good for a kill. He's got that vandal. He's got the pick-me-up, but Jeremy answers right back. Ban can't trade the weapon just yet. And Jeremy still held with the Grabnet, eventually finally gets traded through the wall.
With that, now they might be able to take down the site, but still the rotation's going through. Jesse Vash not quite able to snipe down a hopping Governor. The Outlaw will take him down instead. It's all down to Envy now. 2 players hunting him down. The flake's not quite there, but at least they got the spike planted. Talon manages to secure the round.
Yeah, Talon will get away with the round.
Chill. It's okay. It's okay. It's round 2. That was a good eco round. That was a good eco round. That was a good eco round, chat. That was a good eco round. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's an eco round.
You know, we got some kill credits. We got some ult orbs. That's all you're going to get, and you're fine with that on this eco. Governor, a nice turnaround shot though, making sure that they're not at risk of losing the round. Talon get the rounds they need.
It's okay. It's okay, chat.
Bonus, but Primi is 1 point away from
Fine.
ultimate.
Fine. It's an eco round.
That Clove, they're not dead yet. That could be a deal breaker on something like this, where you just throw the bodies at him. I mean, Talon's no stranger.
Nice, Jeremy.
To using reses.
Shit. Jeremy's locked in. Good shit, Jeremy. Nice, Waldorio. Good shit. 2v4 now. It's just Primi now they have to worry about. It's a Scooby-Doo. They found him. They found him. Just don't get pressured. It's just... Kagat.
Trying to make sure that they keep control of Rubble first. You think you have the advantage with the fade and the
Good fucking round. Good fucking round here.
Just a step faster, and Primi, you might be fast, but when you're stunned up, you're gonna be groggy just like everybody else.
Binabaril mo, pre.
Let's break the trip. He's looking for kills. See if he can get an exit. Tries to draw them out. You can tell just on the cam, he's just fishing for kills right now. Oh, if he can pick up a weapon, that's not bad. Sets him up for a little bit more success if you eventually don't find him.
That's that double angle.
Walk out with the Vandal. He's got some
Good round. Good round. Good round, chat. Good round. 4-1. Malaki ba mukha ko? Ayan, papalitin ko na.
It's going to be Wild Oreo that keeps him down in that sandwich. It's going to be Team Secret picking up the round, all thanks to Jeremy's fast antics. Once again, the idea from Talon was to make use of the utility just to keep them pinched down, but that said, didn't quite go through.
I mean, that's some great movement from Jeremy. Looking a lot quicker, a lot more fluid on that Neon. He didn't look bad on bringing it out in the regular stage, but Obviously, we have some great neons here in Pacific, so there was a comparison.
Come on,
But
let's take
Jeremy
this bonus, baby. Come on,
starting
let's
out
go, Tias.
smooth. Getting that
Nice to
5-round
get.
win.
Beautiful.
Has overdrive as well, so
Beautiful,
he
Jeremy.
comes in for setups to
Beautiful.
Seekers. The fast lane once
Nice,
again, trying to
Jeremy.
combat that
Oh my
Muto.
God.
Keeps Governor tied
My boy's
up
locked
as
in. Come
well.
on.
2G
Just spray me.
gonna find the first kill. Jeremy there peeking out
Good,
on the
Jeremy.
other side
Good
of
swing.
Crossfire. Governor has
3v1.
no exit, and Team Secret have shut down the Rumble.
Beautiful.
Once again,
Beautiful,
He's
Jeremy.
good for two, almost transfers on to
He
a
wants
third,
this dub.
but
Jeremy wants this
will
dub.
shut it down. Too many numbers.
Alam mo ba nanalo yan si Jeremy? Sabi ko, good luck, baby.
And Talon looking like they're gonna give up yet another round to Team Secret.
Okay, guys. Nadidistract pa sa echo. Pwede naman ako mag-headset.
He's always holding these angles and he's always sharp enough to track.
Hindi ako sa mag-headset.
Carry it
Sakit sa
over
ulo.
to their heads, where he pins them down. And he's able to fine-tune all of that chaos. But that said, still, this is now the stage of Pacific. This is when you have to play against a team like Team Secret, who operates that much smoothly together as well.
Sana mag-headset na ako para sa inyo.
All
Arte
his
nyo naman.
teammates right back up beside him. It's not going to be possible to nail every single shot. So with that Talon needing to kind of go back to the drawing board, this strategy of continually hitting Rubble doesn't quite work out this time.
Yeah, listen, I mean, I'm a big advocate of Premi coming in for this team, especially if it's a long-term move for Talon.
Di naman pala disturbing eh. Putang ina nyo eh. Ganito naman ako mag-watch party eh. Bahala kayo dyan. Manood kayo.
That experience, they could be that X factor coming into this match. That's all great, but guess what? We've seen the Karons, we've seen the Woots, we've seen the Alpha Years. We've seen this done before. So if you want to actually make some lasting impact, we're going to have to see a bit more than that. Of course, still plenty of rounds to be played.
Ayoko mag-headset kasi pag tumalon ako, baka lumipad headset ko, pre.
Premi just warming up right there. Trying to just get a couple more kills. Not dead yet, still available. But Jeremy, 9 and 2. Right back into things. We talked about it. Got a little shaky at the end of the Gen G match. But right now he's starting off
Aba,
strong.
nag-force buy ang Talon?
Really strong. Has the
Force
overdrive
buy sila.
available as well if he wants to go a little bit crazier. This time, both sides reading the situation, trying to back out from this A play. The Prowler sent through doesn't find anything, so that's a little bit more information for Talon. In fact, they are stacked up.
Wow, look at the
C.
lineup here. They go for the
control
flash,
over
open the
revolving
door.
as well. Bear Mash blocks off pillars.
Yeah, but Team Secret also have a pretty strong read. That A now doesn't have any information. It was just a Prowler. You know it wasn't a hard setup. You've got your cam. You put up the smoke as well. You didn't hear extra information. So you know that Talon are going to start to play things slow again. Because there was no hard re-clear of Rubble, Team Secret, they're going to have their pickings until the 40-second mark, until the 30-second mark. See what their choice is. Just forcing Talon to rotate without much information. Continue to make noise on C. So they want to force Talon to double back. But Talon's holding very far.
Yeah, super far back. They're just setting up, knowing to play around the timer. Baramash has disappeared as well, though, so Team Secret has a couple of options, but now seemingly committing towards this A site. You have crews kind of reading the situation and backing up completely. The Seekers have been deployed. Everyone's rotated over. Good little smokes coming out from Jit Boys just to hold and delay.
Yeah, the Seekers will try to hold on as Man gets a nice kill against Jeremy.
Okay na! Tang ina nyo!
Hold on to B.
Inayos ko na!
They have one more chance for a rotate, but only 20 seconds. You have to be able to try to stick the plant. You have to cover the spike. Talon's not going to take the risks because they're not sure how many people are left on A. You want
Nice to get!
for the retake as the defenders against this B site. And 2G
Oh, shit.
has to play a timing. Wow, finds one kill. Does he suspect the second on Ban? He's not quite ready for it. There's the shrouded step, gives up that position. Now Team Secret herded into the
3v2,
site,
3v2.
and it's going to be Talon just swarming Secret all around as Wild Oreo will fall, and Talon will take the lead right back.
Yeah, tiny little
Okay lang, okay lang, okay lang.
and it all starts this domino effect.
Let's make this game a close one. Ban with the ulti though.
Team Secret, they had the idea to try to make a little bit of presence known, rotate over onto the B site. 2GE though, with the shrouded step.
Every time may yell, natatalo tayo, tatahimik ka lang kaya ako.
He wasn't expecting a secondary player, so a little bit unfortunate, but the idea was there.
Tangina, chambalero to si Ban.
Look at how Primi really goes through. He even uses the ultimate just to create a little bit more pressure. And you can see that Wild Warrior starts to feel that threat around his back. Talon have a way of turning things back around into the game. And once they manage to pick up that round, you still have the annihilation in the form of
It's
Ban.
Primi that's holding C.
It's just going to be an A-stack once again. You've got the sonic sensors right where the slide has to be coming in. The relay boats, they have to be landing there. So Talon, they've got the trap set up to just make sure that Primi can get that first kill, get the pick-me-up, get the zoomies for some advantageous fights.
Come on.
Meanwhile, Talon.
Puro info, wala na, leaning towards C, oh.
And now they go for the
Everyone's leaning towards C. Ang dami na nasa C.
Rotation, clear
I
one
don't...
side, check B
Are we gonna hit this?
clear the other, and then you're ready for fluid rotates.
Keep Jit Boys posted up around
Talo si
Rubble
Tuge.
as well. They picked up the ult orb, so a lot of ultimates.
That's info, that's
for the
info.
site if it does go
Nag-G na
through.
sila.
Ban manages
Stan
to
si
hold his
Primi.
ground, anchors down the B site, prevents 2GE from lurking any further.
Tangina, inulti lang siya.
Comes down to the C hit. Primi is prepared for it as well, and smokes off and holds up around the site. Annihilation was deployed, so one player gets reeled in with his cocoon. Wild Warrior tries to fire off his shots, tries to create a little bit more space around D, but he's alone and cold. Jesse Vash alone on the B site, trying to run over, but spotted out.
He's just going to have to rotate all the way around. It's got to be a
No, they got the good setup there. They got to get in the pitch, so they had to go all the way around.
That you're on the lurk. So Jesse Vash just going to look to survive, carry over this Vandal. And the setup's good.
Yeah, they had the support. They had the support.
Deadlock. That saves Primi, as Primi was tagged up. So even with the stuns coming out from the Sonic sensors potentially, Primi was in real danger as he was being seen all the way through those smokes through the fast lane. But the Annihilation stops Jeremy in their tracks, and then the rest of Team Secret panicking to figure out, do we keep pushing? Do we try to save Jeremy? What's the idea here? How do we find our targets?
It's okay, guys. It's a planned game. This is Talon's map, so this is their cook. This is what they cook. This is what they cook.
To buy back up just a bit, maybe a bit
Bully
of
show.
buy.
Our setup was good, but they had this
work
good
around
defense
things.
as well.
So
Hirap din i-push to, see?
Kind of playing around the map, playing around the extremities with the utility to try to control Rubble and try to bait out some reactions.
Come on, guys, let's go. Let's go, guys, come on.
They don't see anything, they just stay steady.
And now, once again, Talon just going to look for initial information.
Screws through the head with a pistol.
They're happy to give it up, and Team Secret will gladly take it. Overdrive still here for Jeremy, so this is a round where they'll try to even out the firepower. You got Hunter's Fury as well, and Jesse Vash sitting back with a judge.
Malakas ang fragging power ng Talon.
Has some ultimates of their own. They haven't quite used them yet, and this could be a very
But they look this setup here. Everyone's playing for B. Everyone's playing for B. Look at this.
Keeping the round win streak on their side.
No kill, no kill.
I mean, this is meant
Backs
to be
it
a
up.
trap here. Could be
Disengages.
Looks like it.
C's open, but everyone's towards A.
Goes through, tries to fire it off right away to find a kill. Not gonna find his
he's
target.
alone.
Still
Can Jeremy
looking
really
on the
push
clock.
this?
So Secret, you're getting away with your life. That's
What?
the most you can hope for. Going for
Nice
the
in
re-clear
B,
on
trade.
the overdrive now. Jeremy trying
They're
to
fighting
see
for this
his
win.
pacing is on his side. You've got
To
2GE
get.
already on the site, but the rest of the 4-7 stops. 2GE has to find an opening. He has to create an opening, create some space for the rest of his teammates to have to join back up on the site. Cruz has an
You get the
inkling.
plant.
They're grouped up on
Let's
the
frag. Let's frag here.
He's
We need to kill.
for
We
the
need to kill
extra
here.
peak. It's gonna be a double. 2GE plays it
It's only
safe.
Primi now. It's only Primi.
Smokes off. Back towards the
Fuck
drop.
Indy.
Has a headshot angle and spots out Cruz. The metal was deployed as well, though, so
Ang ina
Primi's
Primi
position
niya.
a little bit revealed, but he manages
Nice.
to snipe
It's Jesse
out
though.
Envy
He's a clutch
with
god.
that Vandal.
He's a
Goes
clutch
in
god.
with the pick
He's a
me
clutch
up,
god.
Swings against 2GE onto the next. Manages to drop against Jesse Vash. 1-on-2 now. He has no real idea where they all are. Knows that it could be a stack. Goes out for a bit of a peek out. Gets the first, but then Ben just snipes
It's okay,
him down,
guys. Come on.
back at it.
Come on, guys. We need to
Jesse
spam
Vash
this adobo.
really trying to
Spam
play
this
it
adobo
to
for the
best of his
Filipino.
abilities. Not going for any crazy wrap.
Raz, if
just
TS
making
wins,
sure
you buy
he's
my
holding
McDonald's?
angles
What the
where he
fuck?
can make sure that they can't swing out in unison, but it's just still too many targets. And Primi, those reactions, they're coming through. The reaction speed definitely hasn't slowed down. Nice shot from Governor as well, trying to get himself back into the game. But Primi holding on to heaven. I mean, just look at how calm he is as well. He takes the shot and he says, oh, that's where the traces are coming from. But that causes the timeout to come out for Team Secret. Coach,
Ooh.
Up any momentum whatsoever. Let them cool off for a little bit.
It's fine,
But so
chat. It's
far,
fine,
the
it's fine, it's fine,
reactions
it's
have
fine.
been so darn good.
It's fine, it's fine.
Talon,
Calm
you know,
down,
we're
calm down,
talking
calm
about
down.
Remy, and he's just showing up on the stage on his
Grabe
first
yung ACF
day.
training yun ah.
At the same time, you've got every single other
Tawa lang
player.
sila, yo.
You know, the call with that Nightfall Showstopper combo
Focus
was
lang tayo, guys. Focus sa goal.
and this is not something that's happening
We
in just
focus
one
on what's
round.
important,
It's
chat. We
starting to
focus on what's
happen across
important.
all the rounds. Team Secret trying to find that crack to slip through.
It's okay,
They
it's
haven't been
okay.
able to do so.
We got this, boys. We got this, boys.
so we'll see what Secret's adjustments
Wake
are.
up, boys.
because
Wake up,
Talon
boys.
is
Come on, wake
really
up, boys.
showcasing their composition strength
Come on.
right now. The double smokes, the double one-ways on both sides, fighting for that early control, slowing things down, knowing that Secret is playing this Neon Sky. They don't have a very hard way to fight for Mound or Rubble. You could try to spend that one relay bolt and your Trailblazer or your Guiding Light, but that's a lot of investment. So Talon forces their hand. Make sure that they can't fight for that early.
Holy shit!
Fast rotate, set up, and make sure you can also stop the second line of entry with the Deadlock util and, of course, the Clove as well.
Primi.
So many
Is he gonna swing this? Is he gonna swing Jesse Vash?
Has to find ways to break through it. Maybe trying to slip through. Sometimes with the aggression alongside Jeremy.
We gotta destroy Primi's confidence here.
It hasn't worked
Every
out
duel
too
Primi
darn
loses,
well this time,
it's just
though,
a confidence diff.
managing to push Cruz all the way towards the back of Heaven on A side. They're trying to sneak in. You've got Jesse Vash lurking outside of C as well. I think he might have heard some hops.
Number one versus Lolo. Oh! Number one versus Lolo, Jesse Vash. Who's gonna win?
The drop as well. Governor couldn't find his footing, but Cruz evens the numbers just a bit. Spike's still gonna be planted on A. We've got double on Talon, on the lurk. They're waiting. They still haven't broken that trip. They're waiting for Jesse Vash to regroup, but the Shrouded Step is heard. Jesse Vash cuts noise, and this could be Jit Boys revealing his back to Jesse Vash. It's now a cat and mouse game. Jit Boys being held up at Rubble. Meanwhile, Ban trying to re-clear.
Let's go, Bray. Let's go.
Jit Boys falls and Talon.
Good round here. Good round. That was immaculate. He got two. Immaculate.
Thanks to the information retrieved by Jesse Vash.
Immaculate conception. I love this round.
This entire round just plays out because of Team Secret just trying to play and read around Talon's setups. All right, initially was the Odin from Cruz. They managed to push him back with a bit of utility, with a bit of presence. And then Jesse Vash just lurking around C, getting 2 kills. Getting the information on Jit Boys, allowing for Wilder to pick up a kill. This is now allowing for Talon to come back into the game, building up that economy, building up that momentum.
See if Secret can continue that one. Jesse Vash, a great lurk this time. So cutting that audio, just going for a slow creep in. To try
Go
to
boys, go boys.
Control.
Jeremy on the op attacking. I like this confidence.
Talon's been using a lot of their utility on a timer early on in the round. To gain that, Secret have found that opening. Now Talon, they're going to try to fight for Rubble once again. Thin the numbers a bit, and Team Secret's going to meet him. Deep Guiding Light and the Operator finds elbow right before the burst. And that's info gone. Trying to counter out the off with the Guardian.
Anong governor? Walang governor! Walang mayor! Alice, go!
And Talon are starting with 2 men down, 3v5, but only 1 in the site on A side. As Team Secret continue to work everything. The Secret send out, and now they know, all right, minimum 1 person on B, or maximum rather, and it's going to turn out to be 0. It's going to go all the way to the C site. And Jesse Vash will continue to hold on to main with his trap wire.
And really showing the experience with the calling from Jesse Vash. They could have committed to that A site, but instead adapting to head
Pick
over
Primi!
onto
Mag-pick
B,
ka, Primi!
Mag-pick
ka, Primi! Number 1 ka, di ba?
Every single angle on towards Baby Door. It has to be a save call for Talon.
Save na naman ng mga yawa. Save na naman ang mga yawa.
Caught out in the open. And this round plays out thanks to Jeremy and that Operator.
Huge first
Ravi,
shot.
tangina mo ang ingay.
Tangina mo din! The plan on the A side forces Governor to try to take a hard fight against the Operator.
Shit.
He's stranded.
Deleted.
And he's trying to pick him off, but he gets picked off in return. Envy doesn't miss those, and it's just 2 members of Talon saving their weaponry going into round 10. Team Secret, the other thing I want to commend, uses the Seekers right away. You have a massive numbers advantage. You still use
Talon Esports Saving Simulator.
You want to layer these to try to get as many rounds as possible. You're not trying to save them for just an incredible set play. You'll take the rounds when you can get them.
With that, a lot more information as well. So much just to flesh out the players who are, or who have been trying to hold out against Rubble. So spotting out something that needs to be changed, Coach Frost calls in the timeout.
I was wondering if this would come out, just because, again, that position, you should
Boy,
have found
uwi ka
yourself in
muna,
that
boy!
position early on.
Uwi
I mean,
ka
Cruz
muna,
getting
boy!
picked off, sure, you could count it as something unfortunate.
Uwi ka muna!
The Governor, being stranded, already committed to a position where he didn't have a fast exit. Tries to see if he can find the opening against the Operator, but it's too many people. Again, you're working with no information. I can only imagine that perhaps Coach Frost reminding them that they still had time. They could play the map a little bit. They try to tighten the hold around the
Uuwi
seaside,
na yan.
things like that.
Uuwi na yan.
See what the adjustments are.
Guys, ibabawi namin yung talo ng Gilas. Huwag kayo mag-aalala. Ayos, joke lang pala. I'm not gonna
So
jinx it.
far,
I'm not
when
gonna
they
jinx
were
it.
controlling things, they were playing really far back on this side. It's not losing against those first picks, especially not before Jeremy pulled out that operator. But now starting to get a little bit punished with some early plays. Team Secret's really trying to expose some of their weaknesses, bringing out
Quiet,
this
quiet.
operator into play.
Everyone quiet. Buhat na buhat ni Primi si
Question is, are they
Governor,
gonna
oh.
keep this up, and are they going to keep hitting the A site? Team Secret have shown tendencies before, but on a map like Lotus, trying to even things out. Now early information in towards B as well as C.
Yeah, just trying to fake out what their positions
Nice
are. The
lead,
Haunt
though.
comes out from B, smokes one way once again on both sides of the map, and then the Prowler out from B. So you know the Fade is on that side, but you're not quite sure of other information. The drone is going to force
Look at the
that
setup
barrier
here from
mesh
Jesse
out.
Bash. He
It's gonna
controls
force
C
them to
long,
break the
goes
door
towards
as
B.
well.
They have
Just
to get a
make sure
kill
you
here.
can rotate back and
Do you have an
reposition.
idea? There's
And I
two.
think Secret probably not
Dalawa,
minding that
dalawa,
too
pre,
much.
dalawa.
Took out the barrier mesh nice and early. That's going to stop any sort of delay. It's going to make the retakes a little bit harder as well on the side of Talon.
Little trips just
That's
to
actually
confirm
smart.
player presence as
Is
well.
Governor still opping?
So a lot of utility drawn out now. Team Secret trying to force Talon's hand before they really,
Primus
really
ready.
go in for that
Primus
punish.
here.
Yeah, the second Prowler was just used on the A side, so Talon, sure, there's 50 seconds left, but they want to make sure that they get the read nice and early. This allows Primi to come over to the C side,
You got the
help double
ultis.
up, and you still have Jip Boys just in range to try to provide.
Doesn't tag
Paranoia
anybody.
as well. The Hunter's Fury will force the site
No
to be opened
tags.
up. As they
Let's
go
play for
in,
retake
Paranoia
now.
sent out by 2G
You get the
as well,
plant.
just to make sure that they can
Nice
get all
tag.
the way comfy into the spike plant. No way to really combat this. Primi taking a lot of damage. The metal goes through, and Governor is going to get the first pick to open things up. You're still holding on to Waterfall.
Primi is so
You
low,
still
just
hold
kill
on
him,
to
please.
backside. Only 18 seconds left. Spike still not planted.
fuck?
It has been interrupted earlier with the metal play. Governor still taking down more members. 2G and Envy will push through, but it's just too much. Spike dropped, 7 seconds on the clock, 1v2, grab net
No,
to
no plan,
ensure,
no plan, no
oh
plan.
no, but time already gone. Shouldn't be allowed, Jesse Bash, he'll get the plant, but he won't get the round.
Shit.
As you will see Cruz take the last kill after the timer ends.
Wait.
Swinging out just to collect on that extra.
They just
ult play,
spammed.
but
They're so
well
lucky,
played
this
by
guy.
Talon nonetheless. They knew that this was the game plan coming through. Just getting a read for the round correctly, right? Talon just kind of getting a sense that Team Secret wants to bank on this C site, trying to get that read for it. As soon as they really start to push in, everyone rotates over, the sprays come through, and with Jeremy holding on to that operator, couldn't quite find the right position to really fire off that thing, and just getting wallbanged all over that place, really working with the spike. Talon manages to secure
na,
the
tatahimik
round.
na
Now
ako.
on to the next. Trying to
Oh, we're
switch
rushing
things
A?
around. You've got Ben
We're rushing
with
A.
the Sonic sensors solo anchoring down
But
A site.
but
Yeah,
Outlaw's
same
here.
setup
I
as
mean,
that last round,
Deadlock's
but
here to
now
lock
it's
it
gonna be
down.
the early barrier mesh on
Yan ang
site,
play
so
ng
Team
Deadlock,
Secret,
eh.
unless it's a
If they're
trap
rushing
play,
site, you can't
unless it's
rush it
complete
because
bait,
that,
which it looks like
that
they're
is like
a little worried it might be.
a really good delay.
Obviously, the barrier mesh, the Deadlock alone on the site. Secret trying to fish for information, but no response just yet from Talon. Just a quiet rotation over from Cruz, but the Prowlers are all gone. Just the Haunt and the Seas remains for the Fade.
Backside.
So you really only have 2 more rotations.
You
of
got the
your
dog.
Haunt throughout the rest of the round. Sonic
Jeremy's got an
Sensor,
angle.
broken Band, trying to find a perfect timing for that grab net. He
Good
will
shit,
find it
good
to slow
shit,
it down,
Jack,
but
good
Bane's
shit.
already here. Jeremy slides through. The stun was perfect from that Trailblazer.
It's kind of
And
scary
that's
though.
going to be the site opened up. Now 3 members in the back. Jit Boys, peeks
No,
out
goes
the
B.
drop,
We go
gets
B.
information on
This is
one,
smart. This is smart.
goes right back up to heaven, and Secret says, we
It's
don't want
only
to deal with
Envy
this.
here.
We're going to go straight to B. And we'll see.
Patay,
Governor,
Primi.
can he
Sino
find
pa?
the timing? He's got that showstopper
And
online.
see?
Primi gets taken down. Envy still being a menace on the A side.
You have to handle B
Cruz
though.
trades it out.
It's done enough, taking down the
Puta na
numbers.
cross swings.
Governor, though, from the back, manages to take down 2GE, has the showstopper in play, pulls it
Nice,
out,
Jesse.
and forces Team Secret away from the spike. Jesse Vash, though, pushes out Baby Door, takes down Cruz. So now you got to deal with the 2 final members who are
Off,
sandwiched
off,
into
off,
this
off.
site. Spike has been tapped. Neuro Theft has been used. They kind of know where they are,
What?
but they also know that they're not quite sticking the defuse just yet. Jitboy still trying to find further kills, trying to secure the
Good
site.
shit. Good round.
but
Good
he's
round
not
here.
quite
Good
gonna
round
be
here.
able to do it. Jesse Fash alongside Jeremy, circling around them like sharks.
Let's get a 6-6, boys. Let's get a 6-6, boys. Come on.
From Team Secret. You
Come
hear
on,
the
boys.
showstopper and they just immediately bail. As soon as Raze took main, in fact, they start to push out. They start to push out of A-Link. They start to push out towards Waterfall because you just don't want to have to deal with that. You're either turning all together to take them down, but then you realize he has showstopper. So Jesse Vash exits. He gets the Neural Theft, which gives them time to wrap back around, create another three-angle
Bring me with
pinch
ulti.
onto
Basically
the
2
retake,
lives.
against the retake, rather. Team Secret will get a 5th round win. Looking to make this a 6-6. 2GE not taking as many hits as I would have imagined. If it was an Odin, I think it would be a different story. But now, just with the Ares, not going to find it. Cruz hoping that he could get a lucky kill, get that Nightfall. It
Are
would
we
be
really pushing
so
A?
crucial on this hold on the A side.
Not quite happening yet.
Razzie.
Team Secret slowly backing up away from it, checking their backs as well in case Talon has pushed out. And you do have Primi and Jitboys, both teammates, just hovering around pillars.
Premi's got the not dead yet, so he's looking to be the first point of contact. Jitboy's pretending he's not here. Jitboy's is hidden. There's the cyber cage. Primi backing up, making noise, gives the kill to Jitboys. Jitboys immediately re-clears as well. Knows that it was a solo lurk for the time being, so they have some good control of mid. Hides away from the revolving door. Talon, they're starting to piece together the puzzle a little bit.
Suerte,
That it
puta.
was a lot of members towards the C side, but that's exactly the fake that Secret has sold. As a Spike trying to creep in, gets spotted by the Governor, laying down the law on the A site.
Yeah,
Oh,
which
this
town
retake
do you
has
think
to
you're
be fast.
walking into?
They're gonna have to
That
fight.
said,
Jeremy has
he
to
will
fight. They
get
have
the
to fight
spike
this.
planted, but they're still working against numbers disadvantage. 3 on 5, and Talon are
Grabe si
all
Primi.
hovering around heaven. Envy, with the biggest contact of his life, gets sniped out by Envy. It's gonna be down to Wild Oreo and Jeremy as they try to hold out around stairs. A tough position to be in. C's getting deployed. They are now trapped and pinched down inside. Wild Oreo, though, with the aim, will be able to take down Primi, but then
7-5's fine.
ultimate deploys
This is
and
Talon's map.
ban.
It's okay.
Just too
It's
many
okay.
numbers, too many
Come on, guys.
targets
Let's go.
to hit. We end this
Vamos,
first
guys.
half
Laban, laban.
Primi
Come on.
showing glimpses of all the hype around him, but at the end of the day, it's a good game plan from Talon that'll allow them to keep a 2-point lead on the defensive side. All things considered here for Lotus. I'm sure Talon fairly happy about that. And Secret, you tried your best to try to claw back in, but falls one step short. Looking at the live winning percent based on their past records, Talon looking very favored here on the attacking side with the round differential.
Just a lot of these rounds. I mean, Talon has done their homework. You know, you have to imagine with the way the map veto went, picking Lotus was intentional, leaving Abyss open, you know, was a bit of a backup plan as well. The way that they're playing around this entire map so far has been
Laban, laban,
you know,
laban.
sometimes getting
Let's go.
surprised by players like Jeremy, for example, but then in
Come on,
other
let's go,
rounds,
boys.
really just trying to
was
control
a good
the
half.
map, trying to
Good half, good
control
half.
the
It was a good half,
rotations,
guys.
getting reads as to how Team Secret wants to hit sites.
Damn, this Primi kid, this is the
See
Bio
what the
match and he's
change-ups
doing
are.
very well. Wow.
Quick glance at the coach cams. Coach Dummy looking slightly exasperated. Not quite sure where to start to try to bring this back. Sure, if you win the pistol, the score might even up. But does that give you the right read to anchor safely on his own? Somewhat self-sufficient. But outside of that, no hard info with that Sky.
Oh,
Just slight reads.
come on.
And then you have to rely
Come on.
the space you actually take and control if you're Team Secret. 3 half armors for Talon.
Look at this.
I mean,
They gave Primi a ghost and a shield.
You got
Look
Gravity,
at
you got
this.
Metal, you got
What
Seas,
the
and they are
fuck?
looking
Look,
to fight.
look at
They are
Primi.
making sure that they come
They
out on
sold
top.
everything for Primi.
We'll see. Is
Tangina.
it a full stack? It is. Onto the C side.
They have this trust.
Leaving Primi with that ghost and half armor as well.
It's a trap play. It's a relay bolt. The relay bolt traps him right around Mound, and 2GE's gonna find it.
Oh, no, anong gagawin?
He's off. He waits patiently. Primi tries to trade for one, but Primi on for a second one again. There's a pick me up, not again. 3 kills in a row. He finds the lurk and he gets it. Another 4K clutch for the rookie, bringing home both pistols.
What?
Crouched
Grabe.
away. Jesse Vash tagged up, aim punched, not quite able to land those final shots despite getting Privy down to low HP. This is incredible, and it also shows like young guns up against the old. Privy has a lot of talent, and it's showing so much on the stage today. He is sitting up with 18 kills right now, I believe.
I mean, just if you're able to guarantee that your new player wins you every pistol, that alone I think is a big enough X factor in a game of Valorant. In theory, that's 4 rounds you're always starting up.
This kid's insane.
That coming to fruition here on the anti-eco. Try to play it safe. Jip Boys gets the read. It's a fast push out. It's a triple. He almost lands all 3, but Cruz will be there to trade things out.
So now getting the information that there's a lot of
I'm gonna have to shut the fuck up.
Envy trying to inch out around the corners of pillars in case there is a bit of a re-clear from Talon. Trying to do his best against the firepower that Talon now holds. While Jesse Vash, just alone with a shorty, tries to work around the C side. I mean, it's either C or B, or through the revolving door, in which case Envy would probably move.
Surely Talon used their util here. You have it's a 4v2. It's an anti-eco. Yes, there you go. I was getting real scared. We've seen too many teams not do this. You hear the shorty as well, and oh, you see the instant turnaround. It's a 180.
Oh.
The Talon, they're out of
Envy
here.
have a gun?
I mean,
Envy didn't get the bulldog.
Far, but the weapons don't favor Team Secret. Jesse Vash trying to punish them if they push too far out. But now that they've heard the shorty, Talon, oh, they're actually gonna go for him.
Primi won all of their pistol rounds, by the way.
Dead
It's
onto
because
Cruz.
of
He's down to
Primi.
3 HP, but he survives with the
this
weapon.
kid's not hype, man.
Good job, Talon. Papa Chopra approves.
He's
of
not
that
just
round.
hype.
Good job using your utility to clear out the corners. But really, it's also them just nailing their shots. I mean, they've always had, you know, some issues with certain, you know, like players and stuff sometimes not being all like the most consistent. But having Primi in now, especially alongside Jit Boys, it's not just, you know, more.
We have to win this
firepower.
round.
The
Come on.
chemistry of the team is starting to improve too.
Yeah, Primi and Jit Boys and Primi and Cruz. We've seen them double team a lot. Team Secret on their buy, looking to fight it, but the grab net keeps him at bay. And then there's the haunt as well. You've heard the pin. Governor, good for a double. It's a great start to that Rubble fight. The util perfectly thrown by Talon. And Secret now, once again, down in numbers here on the defensive half. On your buy round, I mean, sure, firepower not lacking from Talon,
Chito.
but you hate to see it start like this.
Team Secret just trying to hold, waiting out for a potential push towards the B site, but it's not quite happening yet. Talon, they're holding on to their advantage and trying to make it work for them. Trying to suss out the information that they need. That early hit with
Good read,
Governor
though.
up to
This
the
could be
top
A.
of the rocks.
Could be A.
Really cemented in their
Could be
lead.
anywhere.
And they
Where are they gonna go?
They leave their Omen on B main
They can still
as
go
well,
A.
so that they can go
They can
for
still
a
go A.
rotate. So I mean, Talon is actually playing the entire map. They send a face.
Just get one more
C.
kill.
They
Come on.
have the B main control, so they could rotate over to B if need be, and then the main force is on A. No matter what, you are
It's a
minimum
trap. It's a
guaranteed
trap.
to 3v3.
This is gonna be
if it
A.
turns out to be 3v3,
seconds.
you
Yeah,
go
we
for
got
a
two on
hard
A.
rotate.
I got
If you
info.
can't get into the site on A, you go for a
What?
hard rotate onto B, because you'll have the double angle. Primi, he does not miss. And after that,
How the
it's
fuck?
just an instant rotate.
How
out
did
the
he get
very edge of
Envy?
the Sonic sensor to keep 2G trapped on the A side.
Nice.
Color's not going to spot him just yet, but it's going to be Primi. Oh, not dead yet. Gets used. Second chance at that duel, and he'll push him out. That's time bought. Paranoia as
Okay.
well to guarantee it. He's
Jesse
still
Vash.
chasing Jesse Vash.
Are we gonna
Will
save this
find
round?
the
Yeah, we're
timing
gonna save this round. That's
to
a
take
deadlock.
down that
Can't win
zombie
that.
Clove.
At the very least, he buys enough time away from that spike. Jesse Vash alongside 2GE now might just have to opt for the save instead. Talon, like you mentioned, just working this map to perfection, really playing their advantage as well. Even without, you know, playing against that like 3v3 and trying to rotate around the map, Primi using utility just to bait out that peak. Kind of close the deal for Team Secret now.
Save round. 10-5.
Quite
Come on.
able
Let's fight.
to
Let's fight
also
this.
much
Come
have
on,
to
bro. Let's
think
fight
about
this
the
shit.
future while Talon reaches double
Let's fight this, boys.
digits
It's not over.
up in this knockout
This is
series.
Talon's map. They cook
10
this
to
map. They
5
cook this
on
map.
their map
There's
pick.
no need for the enemy to suffer.
Making sure that
They got the good
don't let it
recon,
slip
too.
away. We've seen a lot of map
so
picks being
lucky.
lost this year. As
Wow.
opposing teams are
Look
just
at that
trying to barrel
aim.
through, just find that one weakness and target it. But man, Primi, he's had some quick shots today on his very first map on this stage. What a way What a way to just
Look
set
at
the
that.
statement
Primi is
already,
20
regardless of
kills,
the match
dude.
result. I mean,
It's
you've
all
already, I think, proven
Primi.
your potential to anyone who hasn't been seeing you, anyone who's doubted that maybe you'll crumble under the pressure. Now being held at bay with a guiding light, but Team Secret, firepower is lacking. Just a Stinger upgraded, but otherwise it's the 2 rifles that were carried over. They'll try to make the most of it by pushing out a rubble.
Trying to hold down the angle, stacked up. Talon contacts into this without the utility. Okay, there's a bit of a clear with the Prowler and the Trailblazer. Relay bolt just to hold down the space. 2G smokes it off.
Talon yan,
Got a little bit too precarious. Talon backs off.
It's a good setup from Talon to try to bait out a kill. Unfortunately, he doesn't find it, but at the very least, you draw out the singular relay bolt, draw out the Trailblazer as well. So a lot of that util gone from Team Secret on that defense on a round where they don't have the best firepower. So Talon will try to abuse this. You know that the cam is at the entrance. Are you going to be able to get around the tripwire? They're going to wait out the one-way cyber cage. GrabNet already
is it B or C?
40 seconds left on the clock.
Jeremy's holding.
They have one more chance to rotate and double back if they want.
They tried to nade it. Now using the rotating door to just create a little bit more question marks in Team Secret's head. Then walking through the firepower now. It meets Jesse Vash able to take down Van. Cruz makes a bit of a trade. Jesse Vash backing off.
Good shot.
Talon goes in to clear out the site
Boys
even
within,
further.
2v4, let's go boys. Nice Jesse. Si
shot.
Jesse na naman, let's go.
Vamos!
Vamos!
While with the spike drop, Team Secret makes it a thrifty win, working their way around the rotations of Talon.
Talon, they think that just hitting the rotating door would have been enough to make the hold weaker, and it did briefly. But at the end of the day, no one's caught on the GrabNet, no one's caught on the Seas, and immediately Secret, they dodge the util and immediately reflood. The spacing's good from Secret, and the trades are good as well. You know that the people who went into elbow will still take time to swing around, so Jesse Vash provides the first kill, and everyone else just holding those angles, keeping Talon trapped in that choke point. Leads to a thrifty, and Talon doesn't want to allow too many of those to happen. Do see Governor landing deep into the smoke.
Ginagawa ni Governor, puro talon.
Early rubble control back
Sa
over
bagay,
to
talon
Talon.
pa kanya.
Early GrabNet used as well, just in case someone might have pushed out towards the side of tree or baby door. For now, Team Secret just trying to hold so far
May ulti
back,
kasi si Governor.
anticipating Talon's advances. Guiding light cleared out just to check. Paint shells pretty much confirms it's a tell now. Barrier mash, they're just waiting for the push through. And Governor takes the first hit against Jesse Vash. Blinded Wild Oreo is going to get pitched down by the Showstopper. That's a second kill.
I don't like this
right
angle.
around the edge of the smoke, but the spike gets planted anyway.
Here's the footsteps as well. Here's the shrouded steps. So Governor just going to hold close. He's a little low on health, so he's going to just be the first line of contact here for Talon. He actually gets another. That's a triple.
Wow.
Recon used in the smoke. Not much information, and Governor finds the timing to refill it on for the ace, but Jeremy is nowhere to be found. That operator, so precious for Secret, no matter how far behind they might be.
It's okay.
And
I
Jeremy
mean,
will look to hold on to it. See if there's enough time.
I mean,
If they sprint, they'll reach him. And it's a double team. I'm a little concerned for Jeremy. He's holding
we've been in worse.
short distance,
We've been
a
in
short
worse.
angle, trying to make it seem like this wouldn't be the optimal position, just
We've been
as
in worse,
far
chat.
away as
It's fine.
possible. The
It's fine,
time
boys.
ticking
Come
down,
on.
and Talon, they're carefully checking each corner. Paint shells will do some
This
damage.
is the El
Jeremy keeps
Clasico.
distance.
Yeah, I mean, it's the least
Fight's not
likely
over, you know.
place where they would look, right? And if the paint shells don't get him, then maybe
We've been through
he's
worse,
not
boys.
there.
We've been
They
through
don't
worse. It's fine.
really want to give him any alt points as well. So not too bad, and yeah, almost an ace for Governor. I mean, this entire round, the way that
Only
he
say
pitched
GG
in,
when it's over, boys.
managing to find every single player. They got early space with that GrabNet, and that's something that Team Secret wants to avoid. But how are they going to work around it this time? Maybe it's Jeremy with the operator locking down A.
Aren't going to be used
There.
to make it seem like they're still ready to counter out any of that utility. No further util use just yet. The recon making sure to know that Talon has not crept in. So that gives 2G an opportunity to take rubble control. Team Secret using that for a hard rotate over.
Boys.
They
Come on.
want to meet Talon when the entry happens. They want to take down the first kill with the operator. This weapon that has haunted Jeremy when it mattered the most in that match against Gen G. His teammates still pull through for the win. And Jeremy's looking to redeem himself today against Talon.
Good shit,
However, this
Jesse.
time,
Good shit, Jesse.
Talon just trying to rotate over to other sides. Jesse Vash able to
Good
move
shot,
them,
Jeremy.
holding out this 2-1-2
Vamos,
default.
vamos.
They got the early
One
map
more.
control.
They
They
need
are
one more
able
here.
to play
3v5,
alongside this
don't choke
forward
this,
control,
boys.
denying
3v5.
Talon any entries possible.
That's going to be the Neuro Theft that allows 2G to push even further forward. This absolutely confirms that it's an entry onto the
choke this,
seaside.
boys.
Tripwire stops Governor from taking elbow. And Talon, you don't have much space. The Raze stranded in the site. You have a smoke, but
Nice.
you're too scared to go around it. You still have 35
Get some,
seconds.
come on,
Bruce
just go
trying
get
to
some
use that
confidence.
timer.
That's all you
And
need.
Governor, meanwhile, trying to find kills. Talon, they're starting to get separated from each other once again as they're all focused onto the site. And meanwhile, 2G's not going to greed for it. There's still enough time for a rotate. So he waits in pillars. Here's the Prowler, but doesn't hear footsteps. There's still a
Beautiful.
trip there as well. The high-low with the operator. Talon, there is no exit nor entry onto this site. The guiding light is good, and Team Secret will continue to try to claw back
Okay,
into this
4
first
rounds.
game.
Let's tie this up, boys. Let's tie this up, boys.
Trying to
4 more
lock down
rounds.
the
Come on.
sites, trying to adjust
Wow.
their game plan. Talon has started to go in a little
Tie
bit
it up,
faster,
boys.
a little bit more stronger with their explosive utility alongside the traps that they have with the GravNet and the metal sometimes. But if Talon just kind of baits that out early on, if Talon starts to lock down a lot of
Come
this,
on, chat.
these
Come on.
forward
Pump the adobo for us
positions,
here.
denying Team Secret, denying Talon their early pushes, they will be able to shut down and dwindle down their
Timeout.
numbers. So the timeout now being called allows for Coach Frost to try to right this ship.
Yeah, you've definitely seen the adjustments coming out from Team Secret the past couple rounds. And Coach Frost not wanting to let it get too close. You already have another
Stress,
timeout
man.
left over.
Stress, man.
So he will use this nice
Oof.
and early to see if you can get
Grabe,
to
sobrang
map
stress.
point before it gets too dicey. Just get that comfort zone. You still have a timeout in your pocket if need be to close out the map win on your pick
Grabe
of
stress. Grabe
Lotus.
stress.
You now know about the operator.
Grabe.
You try to throw a fake on that rubble control. Doesn't work out in your favor. See if Talon's able to identify the differences. Coach Frost always talks highly about the fact that his players know the game plan, that they practice it, and he has full faith that they know, but when push comes to shove, sometimes it starts to break apart. Sometimes it's a
Jeremy, the
language
up again.
barrier. Sometimes it's just individual plays. Sometimes it's
Ooh,
the ego.
looks like we're
even, he
reading this
says.
well. Look at the A side.
But
Look at
right
the A.
now,
Look at the A
now's not
here,
time
guys.
for
Look at the
any
A
of
here.
those. You're facing elimination or
And
champions.
Envy has an ulti.
Just
One
opposite
lineup
ends
will
of
win
the
everything.
season.
Come on.
You just got
Get me this dub
players
here.
slotted into the team as well. How well
An
is he
ulti
going
would be
to
good.
work alongside this game plan of his? But so far, Primi has been proving himself.
Playing it
working
default
alongside
now.
the back lines, working alongside
We didn't
his
recon anybody there
teammates.
yet.
Now,
Early
a little bit of
recon.
early control. All the smokes being
Ulti.
sent out. And Owl Drone
Nope,
just to
safe his
retrieve
ulti.
information, but Talon
Sige,
stays
no
mostly
premature
tucked
ult here
away.
from Envy.
Yeah, the drone disappearing
Plays it
nice
slow,
and early
plays for a
is
trap.
good news for Talon, as now you can have a bit of a timer calculation on when that hard info is going to come back for Team Secret. Still a trailblazer for Sky as well, so there is a bit of staggering that Secret
Grabe
can
yung
do.
pressure ng
But I
Talon.
like the opening here. They use the smoke, allow Governor to get on top of Rubble, and then you're waiting to see if there's a ping or
Still
not.
looks like
Kind
an
of keeps
A
himself
pick. Look at
masked
Jeremy,
up,
still holding
and then
C
you
long.
can try to pick off if they're going
Good
under
recon.
Rubble.
This should be ulti.
Anything like that gives you full
No,
Rubble control
wow.
before the minute mark. Recon just sent out again. It's back on cooldown. Talon has a window to start creeping up, and they're going to start doing
Good
it
flash.
on the B side. Trying to draw the
Oops.
reaction, and they do.
You have to fight this. You have to fight
The
this.
shadows.
You have to fight
Consider
this.
2G finds himself in a bit of a bind. Trying to swing out, he
Good
finds the
one, boys.
first
Good one,
kill.
boys.
He's ready for a second, but they're
Good
not
stuff,
coming
good stuff.
in. Wild Oreo on the opposite end of the wall. It's going to be the new
30
players
seconds
coming
left.
into Secret, holding off the push against the A site. And Talon now forced to try to go into B. Omen's inside, but Primi is not.
Take it easy, boys. 4v3.
Finds an
Nice,
opening.
Envy. 2v4.
First
Just don't
kill.
choke
Here's
this.
the
It's only
footsteps
Primi
of
now.
Envy is just tucked away in the corner. Now 2G holds his own on the site. Barrymesh disappears
10
just in
seconds
time for Primi to get the spike planted. Has his overheal. But is it going to be enough against 3 players? He hears them marching towards him, gets the first, hops up over onto the next, but with the slide and footsteps on towards his
Let's go,
back,
boys.
can't quite spin
It's only
180
Primi,
this
chat.
time. So it's going to be
up,
around
pa?
14
Ano?
Secret as they slowly close in this gap against
Nice haircut,
Talon.
bro.
The relay bolt
Sabihin mo-
was
sabihin mo
very
pa, let's go,
timely
Team
there from
Secret.
Jeremy.
Let's go,
'Cause
Team
after that
Secret.
first
Yeah,
kill,
go. Come on.
I was getting a little
Got only
scared
3
again.
points.
He's shown a lot of
What do you
those
mean we're
highlights
3 points
already,
behind?
just on his first map. Great individual duels from 2G and Wild Oreo.
Alright.
Brings Secret back into it. And
Mm,
those
the
two
pressure of
players,
Prim
the
is
impact
insane,
they've
chat.
had on this roster change for Team Secret.
Force bind na
Whether
naman here
it's
for
just
Talon.
pulling out clutches
Keep forcing
out of
this,
the
Talon.
back
Keep
catch
forcing
them in
this.
the game, whether it's getting
Looks
that
like it's gonna be an
map
A
control,
rush, guys.
you know, maybe part of it is the comms as well.
It's gonna
but
be an
they
A
have
rush.
been absolutely monumental for Secret to try to have the 7-3 record so far here in 2024.
Huge much impact for Team
A-rush,
Secret.
A-rush
Can
here.
they really keep this up to really bring the scoreline to
We win. Come on. Let's get this round. You get this round, gonna be very big. We still have an ulti here from Envy.
Playing it safe. They're using the same
But they know
protocols
Tuget's gonna be
clear
holding
out
A.
Baby
He's
Door
gonna
to
be
get
alone.
A little bit more space towards
Ulti's out.
the A
Tuget has
side.
to fight.
Don't see anyone. 2GE, Waldor not quite holding the same spots. Pushing up front though, Privy goes in fast alongside Cruz. They've taken down Tree, they've taken down the A side. Spike getting planted soon.
Primi, another snapshot. He still has a not dead yet as well. Couldn't find an opening around the smoke, but right now he's just meant to be a scout. Quick trades there from Talon. Waldorio only good for one. Jeremy slides in, but there's the not dead yet. Just trying to buy time. He's trying to jump onto the op. He almost gets him as well, but mission accomplished. Keeps him tied up, brings him down to 4 HP. Now in a 1v3. Jeremy, an op and overdrive, and 4 points of health. Still have time, but he's not
Nice shot,
gonna find
Jeremy.
the kill. And Jet Boys will bring Talon to map
They played that
point.
really well. I kinda read that round too.
If you're Talon Esports, you
What was
keep
that
this
flick
guy,
from
keep
Primi?
this guy on your team.
You guys saw that flick? That was
Proven
insane.
Not only is he able to land his shots and find these heads-up duels to open up sights for his team alongside Cruz, he is a team player. Knows that his job was to buy the attention away from Jeremy, and he does just that, bringing him down to 4 HP. That really cemented Talon's win in the round. And now they are up towards map point. Team Secret
Stress
calls
ako.
in the timeout, trying to save this. 4 rounds away from overtime.
Yeah, I mean, that not dead yet forces Jeremy to just have to sit back. There's no
Kaya pa, boys. Kaya pa,
And Jesse
guys.
Bash, you either choose to
Kaya
try to
pa, kaya
swing
pa. Come
onto
on.
him and die, or
Come on.
you're stuck
Vamos.
to drop. So
Comebackable.
overall, a great play, and it pays off perfectly. Waldorio, he's actually been so solid throughout stage 2. This might be some of the biggest challenges he's faced as an individual so far. Obviously, the Gen G game wasn't easy, but Waldorio was fragging out even then as much as he could.
Lotus is really our like.
Because that was like a
It's our
split
map
second
that we
decision
did.
that
We're
made.
1-6 in
Might have been
Lotus.
Thinking about it.
We're
Could
1-6
have dropped
guys. We have
down
really
to,
bad
you know, do something else, but
percentage
instead
in Lotus,
stays
to be
just
fair.
to keep Jeremy's attention drawn away.
Here's the thing, I'm like 50.
Can we get overtime?
On Primi,
Please,
might
can
have
we
just
get an
done that to
overtime?
try to
Please,
get the
Lord.
kill
Can we
on
get an
Jeremy.
overtime?
Yes.
I'm
Please,
actually,
that's
I'm
all
not
I ask
joking,
for.
and this is nothing against Primi, but like Coach Frost has talked about it, how Primi is so used to just out-fragging everybody that he goes through these hero plays all the time. And he might not have been thinking all the way deep into it, but either way it works out. The team works off of it. That's the important part. And now, that point, Fastlane used Util. Dump onto Rubble. Talon hears all of this, and it's just a call on to B. They read this timeout perfectly. B site is free. You've got the barrier mesh to try to hold on to things. Hunter's Fury comes out, though.
That's
Spike
bad.
not planted just yet. The site not entirely there. Good tags, the overdrive.
3v2 now,
against
Primi's down.
Paranoid. And
Now
a
we have to
full
take it
firing
easy.
Squad from Talon. Now a 2v3. Jit Boys trying to find another kill, and he evens it up. 2v2.
Fuck.
Back to the core.
What a
Jit
shot.
Boys and Cruz, 2 members
It's up to Jesse again.
returning from last year. IGL, the original rookie. Cruz jiggles wide for it, but Jit Boys trying
So
to find
big,
the second
man.
member,
Jesse
gets
Bash is such a
Team
clutcher.
Secret will get another chance to bring things back.
Off of the timeout,
Wake up,
good
boys. Let's
reads,
go.
good pushes, but Envy with that Hunter's
Two
Fury
more rounds,
keeps
two
them
more rounds,
dispersed
3
throughout
in
the
fact.
entire site, allowing for his teammates to push in once again to get those further kills. I mean, 2GE, again, you're talking about the additions for Team Secret, and they prove that they have a lot of impact to give.
Mapapagod din yan si
At
Primi,
the
guys.
same
Mapapagod
time,
din yan.
some of the old core just doing a lot of things to keep themselves in this game. They have to keep going even further.
Going A, C na naman
Last 3
yun.
rounds just to
They're
go
putting
into
everything on
overtime.
C now.
It's going to be half armors across the board just to try to even things out for Talon. Notice that it's all Vandals as well. On the side
Primi's
of Team
holding. He's got a
Secret.
gun. You gotta be careful.
Using that to their advantage.
No,
Try
I'm
to
not gonna
chain
pick
2
that. I'm
rounds
not gonna
together.
pick that. Not gonna
Primi
lie.
finds the end.
How old is this kid?
In my head, I'm almost thinking like, well, that was late for Primi standards. Normally he hits that based on all the other rounds we've seen.
Dami din.
He will back off safely. Draws out the Trailblazer as well. Still Rebel control for Secret, but now they know that they have to continue to stack this because you've already used your util. You've given an opening for Talon to
They're gonna
try
walk
to retake.
this. One ways are.
Smoke's gone away. Prowler used. Second smoke in again.
Annihilation at the ready. See if they have an opening there. So back off, and Team Secret gets the right read as well. The Seekers use. It's actually going to fake themselves out a little bit just because of where he used it from. He wasn't fully in link. and it's going to start to send them all the way, but now it goes past A lobby, and that's the call, and Talon says, well, now's the moment we go in based on the timer of those Seekers. Sight going to be taken up, grab net already used as well. You've got that Annihilation
No hit.
to continue pushing them further back.
No plant
He's gonna
yet, no
use it.
plant yet.
Jesse Vash just outside of that
Good flash.
circle, hiding in the corner. But the post-plant setups are coming through.
Good shot,
Paranoia.
Jeremy.
Team Secret wants to get this done before the spike is
Nice.
planted. It's not planted yet. It's not complete. They've been pushed off. Band doing his best to hold on, but they're all inside the site right now. The flood has filled the site, and Team Secret extend yet another round for this map.
Good
one.
shots, good shots.
Without much
Beautiful
utility,
retake.
without
Beautiful
any
retake.
ultimates, Team
Beautiful.
Secret managed to hold their
Save
ground
points now.
on the
Save
C
rounds here for
side.
Talon.
Although they were rotating just as smoothly as possible, they just managed to deny the spike plant. C site was a little bit too difficult for Talon to take because they didn't quite have the angles. The paranoia, everything was sent through, but then the floodgates
Beautiful.
opened up.
Fucking
Team Secret
beautiful.
still having the right reads, the right protocols to make
It's only
things
Primi
together
with the Guardian.
as a team. Now only
Take
two
it easy, boys.
rounds to manage to close this out, and Talon not having the economy for this round.
Tries to take A main. Smokes up
They're
mid.
just going to have to take the bullet, go on to the next one.
Can we get an overtime?
Wanna
Can we
make
get
sure
an
that
overtime here,
everyone can
chat?
Buy up a rifle. So Primi with the creds left over will go for a Guardian. See if he can make a hero play. You wanted someone with an X factor. This might be the round that Coach Frost was looking for from a guy like Primi. See if he can pull the miracle for Talon to make sure they secure the round. So many times Talon has been ahead in a match, in a match.
No info.
They just could not
It's
close
not
it
gonna
out.
be A.
They want to avoid
Governor,
the same
you're
mistakes.
you're too
Gets one of the
massive,
rivals, but
Governor.
Jesse
Jesse Bash
a
is
nice
just smooth
spam
right
against
now.
Governor. That's a raise down.
Gets the recon.
explosive
Has an
actually
info.
gone.
These
And
are all
now
the info we
time
need.
Even shorter
That's good.
for
This is good.
Talon on this
Sige lang.
attacking round.
Keep it up, boys. Primi,
Trying to
Governor's
figure out a
dead.
way to open up the sites. Everything's been smoked off and blocked off repeatedly.
To get
Now from
TPs for the
shadows
confusion.
Right into the open area. Doesn't spot out anything. Continues to burn the timer
The
down.
flash is ready here for to get.
Talon trying to creep their way into the A site. You've got Wild Oreo and 2GE marking
Good.
some of these angles.
Finds an opening for
Primi
Cruz as
sin.
they open the door, but he's not going to be able to spy. Spike's now dropped Primi. And
Siya na naman.
gets the first kill. Pick me up, use.
It's
And
Primi
he's
again. I'm not
pushing
even gonna
it.
talk
And
anymore.
Stuck outside with a stun. And now it's all up to Primi. He's got only 15 seconds. Tries to hide in. Doesn't want to show himself. He wants to find the kills, but he just doesn't have time.
10
He has to
seconds
play for the win as well. The recon forces him away. Only 7 seconds. He now has to stick it. The camp comes through. He's been spotted. He might as well just try to get more ult doors, but he won't get more than one.
Let's go, boys.
As he
Let's go.
falls to
Let's go,
Jeremy.
TS.
No spike plant.
This is
for
good.
Talon.
This is good,
And
TS.
now Team Secret
This is
one
good,
round
TS.
away
One more for
taking
overtime,
this
boys.
What a journey.
He's hacking.
Team Secret
That is
again.
senior citizen instinct.
The new additions just
It's the
hold things
experience
down
that makes the
on
difference.
site. And then Jeremy sneaking up from behind, really eliminating every single possible player who was trying to push on through. Unfortunately, heads up
Let's
duels
get
not
overtime,
really
boys.
something that Talon's
But
been
Governor
picking
and
up
Cruz
now,
has
so
ulti.
opening
I don't
up
like
sites
it.
has been a
I don't
bit
like it
of
at
a
all.
troublesome
But Jeremy's
factor.
up is going to go
And
big here.
alongside that,
He's gonna go big here in the
pulling
up. He has to go
operator in
big,
the
Jeremy.
final round.
This operator has to hit the first shot, because if not, it's going to be Nightfall Showstopper. Talon looking for a full execute. No lurks, no util on the other parts of the map. They are looking to go through. They hear the operator. They know they have an opening. Second
Let's
shot.
go,
used
Oreo.
as
Let's
well.
fight this.
Jeremy's going to switch it up with the Nightfall already in action. Paranoia tries to draw him out, but 2GE now down. Jeremy already filling it, but Governor's good for 2. Numbers advantage for Talon. Primi gets taken down. Jeremy for now all alone, and Ban will clear out the site. Down to Envy. The clutch king for Secret, but it's 4 members he's up against to try to extend Lotus in this best of 3, and the IGL of Talon will shut things down.
It's okay. Map one, it's
securing
okay.
their map
It's
pick
okay, map
win.
one, map one.
Not quite happening yet. Almost trying to push things into overtime. Team Secret keeps things interesting.
It's okay, it's
They
okay, it's
have the
okay.
reads,
Map
they
one.
have the adaptations, they have the experience to really try to control the map. But Talon, talk about a new addition.
How
What
did
does
Go- how
Talon
did Governor
look like?
get
Our desk
in?
will tell you just that.
Just when
That's
we
fine,
thought
that's fine,
we
that's
saw
fine. That's
everything
fine, it's
there
fine, it's
was
fine.
to see on Lotus.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's map one. It's only map one.
With Primi.
It's only
with
map
the
one,
new
guys. It's
comp
okay.
And make things happen. I mean, they say that rank doesn't matter, or some of us say that rank doesn't matter, but then when you have pull-in guys
Primi
like
won them that
Primi, I
game,
think
dude. They
maybe
won the
rank
pistol
does
rounds
matter,
twice because of
and,
Primi.
He was insane.
Wow.
I know
Wow,
this
wow,
wasn't
wow.
only the Primi show, but we need to touch upon his performance just now.
No, he's filthy.
I mean,
Yeah.
just absolutely disgusting. There's no other way to put it. He
Grabe.
was clapping them. In the pistol rounds, he got it kicked off with a 4K.
So grabe,
Just
grabe.
wrecking
It's okay, guys.
it was
Lotus,
insane how
to
good
be
he was.
fair,
Both pistols.
Lotus ain't really our
Yes,
map,
each
dude.
of them.
Our
It's
stats are
just-
so bad in this map. Seriously, it's so fucking
absolutely
bad.
absurd what he was able to do, and just continued onward. I mean, the guy is just playing wild. He's playing loose, but he's just nailing a lot of his shots.
We come back,
Very
guys.
rarely were we seeing, like, a
Alalahan nyo,
really
mga
solid
Pinoy,
dude to really just
mahilig ang Pinoy sa
shut
drama.
them down. But this whole,
Mahilig ang Pinoy sa
especially the
drama,
whole
guys.
First half, it just felt like Talon were just
Let's
game
go.
diffing and decision making diffing.
I just don't
Secret
like
who
na
was
may
struggling to get
confidence si
reads, struggling
Primi.
to fire
He's gonna
back.
swing everybody now.
So we did have a chat with Frost, you know, backstage, and he was mentioning that Primi isn't the secret weapon. Primi is just a distraction for the rest of the key guys to come in and, you know,
13-11 is not
execute
bad.
those plays that they had. What do you make of that?
Show me the scoreboard, and then we'll go ahead and assess that one, because it
Yeah, this is the
sounds
best
like,
map.
some
This is the best
snake
map
oil
of
being
Talon. It's okay.
pushed forward there by Frost, just at least given on this performance. Maybe that was the intent, and Primi just happened to go crazy. But yeah, he ended up just completely destroying the kill count across the board.
Yeah, and what I saw from the game plan from Talon is, first and foremost, Primi's on Clove is a very self-sufficient agent, right?
Gago, ubos lahat ng nag-vote
You're
sa
leaving Primi
Team Secret ah.
alone
Let's go for
on
predictions
the
number
other
2,
side.
chat.
He's constantly on
Who's
scene,
gonna
just
win
kinda by
number 2,
himself,
chat?
and
He's
you're
gonna take
setting him
map
up to just
2.
kind of make his own plays, kind of make his own reads. Very easy to do for a player of his caliber who isn't phased at all by being on
Who's
the
gonna take
stage.
map 2, chat?
Or
Come on.
he's just playing retake, right? Like as a group, and he's just knocking people down. Then on the other side,
Grabe si Jeremy
he's
is locked
leading
in,
the
no?
charge. He's leading the assault, and he's
If,
absolutely
but to be fair, Lord Jeremy's got
breaking
5
these
first
doors
kills.
open for you because he's so
Primi
active,
has been
because he's so
launching
clean.
it down on
I'm actually
pistol rounds.
super curious. I want to look it up. What his headshot percentage?
Prediction
was.
times,
He
guys.
was
Come on.
Just
Crisp,
ridiculous.
clean, or dirty. I don't know. One way or the other, he was absolute insanity. We can see why the Thai fan base has been
42%.
absolutely hyped.
42%.
Jeremy went big on.
42%.
Look at
Pretty
this.
much on the money.
He
with,
went so big, but
I think
Primi
with
just saved
season
them their
stats, I
lives,
think he
dude.
Averages about 43%, and that's across 132 games played in this act and episode. So yeah, pretty much on the money as far as staying consistent in that regard. But yeah, I mean, it all just started with that round, just the insane.
Let's take this to map 3. Lord, please. Lord, I'm praying. Can we take it to map 3?
And
Please.
you know, just given how close this ended up being, if Secret are able to get either of these pistol round wins, they are likely winning the map or at least pushing this into overtime. But those crucial wins
Lord,
coming through from
please.
Primi, it just basically ended up being everything.
No doubt. I mean, there's some good ideas here as well for Talon's comp. I want to touch on this, that the deadlock actually is really annoying to play against, especially with a Neon. It's really difficult to get around some of those traps and stuff like that. Like the wall makes it super annoying. So it makes it a little easier for Talon on their defender side to make some good reads, make some good rotations, control the flow of the map quite well. It helps with
Lord here, Jeremy going big. All this.
people down left and right.
Putang
But
ina.
there's more to it. There's some layers there where they set him up. Very, very impressive. But
Governor
Talon
jumped
punches
that
back really,
blind.
really
What
nicely.
the fuck?
2D having some big moments. Jesse was doing a pretty good job controlling the C side as best as he could. So there was some really good ideas there. One of the better kind of Lotus performances we've seen from Talon, or excuse me, Team Secret. But it has been a pain point for them. As good as their season has been, this map has been a struggle no matter who they're going up against.
Grabe.
That's a very fair point, very fantastic point too. Talon is very good on Lotus compared to Secret, at least over the course of the
Give us map 3,
2024
baby.
season.
Come on.
And I think going into the next map, which is Abyss, we're going to see a little bit of a better showing, I think, of how these teams you know, diff each other. And with that, we have our guessing game, and it is about Abyss. And the question is going to be, who is going to fall?
Nakakabaliw, nakakabaliw.
Fall
Nababaliw ako.
on Abyss, because as you guys
Nababaliw
know,
ako, guys.
those
It's
of you
this is
played
driving
Arena
me
Warfare,
crazy.
you can fall off the
This
map
is actually
really
driving me
easily,
crazy.
actually.
Happens all the time.
Yep, and these are our ranks currently. And yeah, so AI says yes, and it's probably going to be Primi.
Oh
So
my
you guys
God,
for
who's gonna
extra
fall?
points
We're playing on Abyss map.
can
We
also
better be
see
cooking something good. We better be cooking something good on
So
Abyss.
We're
We're
going
guys.
to say yes.
So we're both saying yes. Somebody
We
will
better be
fall off
cooking
the
something
map.
on Abyss. Please.
I'm
Please.
Who did you write
I'm
down?
gonna go.
I'll let you go.
I'm going with Cruz.
Ah,
Why?
I
Please.
don't know why. It's just the first thing that popped up in my brain, and it's just like, yeah, it's probably just gonna be Cruz. I don't know. I have no explanation for it, but maybe just one of those things where you're focusing on IG.
Guys.
Your util out, and then suddenly, oh,
Sa mga nanonood dyan,
can see that.
we need more power, bro.
I think
Map 2.
it's gonna be banned.
Game's not over.
I don't know for sure.
Till it's over. They may have won map
I just
1.
feel like sometimes he kind of has some.
They may have won the
moments.
battle,
Yeah, he has
but
some
they
moments
haven't won the war yet,
he
chat.
turns off a little bit.
Lalaban pa.
Happens to the best of
Map
us.
2. Let's
But
go.
I could see it being like Jeremy,
Let's go.
Governor as well.
I think a lot of it is we are probably going to be regretting
07 chat,
some of our picks
07.
depending on what the
07 in the chat.
matchups look like. Because that's the thing is like, we
07.
don't really know what to expect.
Hindi pa tapos ang
We're
gera.
gonna be playing Neon here, like that.
Hindi pa consumatum est.
Potential for you to fall off just because you're going so damn quick.
It's no limit tang at a time, baby.
Whatever, you go a little bit too far on it, suddenly you're tumbling off the side of the map. That was something we were seeing, at the show match back over in Master Shanghai quite a bit, was people really struggling to find the actual timings, and they were also getting used to, I guess, the neon changes with your strafing and whatnot. But yeah, maybe I'll regret it, but for now I'm gonna go Cruz.
I'm going to go with Jesse Bash. I was originally going to go with Jeremy, but I decided to go with Jesse Bash because we've seen him do silly things once in a while. Once in a while, like
You think
on Lotus.
he's gonna Mr. Magoo his way off the side of the map?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to go, he's a little older, Uncle Jesse.
But shouldn't that like
It's a
make
new
him,
map.
like a little bit more in control? Like he's got the experience playing so many games for so long.
Maybe.
You know what?
Nah,
Because I believe in Team
I just
Secret.
expect some of the youngins.
Because I believe in
to
Team
satchel him
Secret.
off the side or something.
I'm gonna
I
drop
don't know.
5.
The question is,
I'm
also,
gonna
like
drop
you guys
my-
saying, what kind of comps are we gonna see? We've seen a
Because
bit of
I
it
believe in
happen
Team Secret,
challengers,
chat.
as you guys mentioned. What are some of the comps that you think might work well on Abyss?
I mean, for me, I want to see Sage or Harbor, something to give you some post-plant control. That's kind of the biggest thing I'm looking at. Other than that, you can kind of run whatever. We're seeing a lot of Cypher, of course,
5,000
because of the trap wire, stuff like that can be really annoying for opponents to deal with if they want to take advantage.
I
of
believe in you,
jump
Team
angles
Secret.
and stuff.
I believe!
As well.
Yeah,
To clear those gaps.
Jet's been pretty common. I mean, just to kind of zoom in on the composition that we've been seeing from Sinprissa, which right now is the top team in
5!
and that's where
Let's
we've seen
go!
most Abyss thus far. Comp-wise, it's Omen, Jet, Gecko, Cypher, and Sova. So you have a good amount of recon utility there with the Sova, as well as with those
Let's go!
solid flashes. But then you also have that gap close aggression that can come through from both the Jet as well as the Omen. So I think that
I
if they
dropped
want to
it.
go something a little bit more standard and kind of go off of what they have been seeing from some of the other teams who actually are playing it on stage, maybe we just see a copy of this comp coming through. But I think with Secret being the ones to pick this map, they likely have a little bit more of a unique read on it. So I'm curious to see what they're going to have and whether or not that Neon does.
All right, for the prediction today, we got 50K
Definitely, this is gonna be
on
really
TS and
exciting.
57K
The
on Talon.
very first time we are seeing Abyss here in VCT Pacific, and here our very first comp.
Wow.
Okay, so I mean, for
Okay, no
Secret, it's
ISO
actually quite
Governor
similar to
Cruz.
the one that I
Primi
said
on
right
Jet.
It's the KO instead of the
Oh, we're gonna
Gecko.
see a Jet
Meanwhile,
battle right now. Let's go. Let's cook this shit.
Similar read
Let's
as
cook this
well.
shit.
Both comps are working with the Jet
And
Cypher
Cruz on
Sova,
Breach.
they've got the Omen. It's just that Breach KO that's going to be a little bit different.
Yeah, I think the breach here makes some sense, not just because the Rolling Thunder can send people off the map. That's
I thought
obviously
we're gonna play
something to
Gecko because
consider,
Gecko
but
is like the plan is
definitely
good,
you
but
have a lot more control
Okay.
over some of that range. You have some of those flashes that can hit some of those corners that can be a little bit tricky. Same idea with the KO in some
let's
ways.
go, boys.
I'll be really curious to see how the teams pilot this. I'm pretty intrigued. I mean, the Cypher's, that's not surprising in the least. That Cypher is so good on this map. You can use the camera down the middle. It gives you so much vision control. It's insane.
Of course, one of the big things to talk about is Primi is going to be playing that Jet, so this is his top 2 played in the act in ranked so far. We got to see the Clove. It already delivered. The Jet doesn't do the same.
Well, if Team Secret can manage to close this out, we will be going to see Haven after this, and that's going to be exciting too. And we're going to go over our casters. Are you guys Abyss enthusiasts?
Absolutely. Love
Let's
Abyss.
go!
Achilles talked a little bit about what
Do
we've
this
seen
shit.
from
Let's win
Challenger
this shit.
Korea. Surprisingly, actually, many of the teams have
Last
actually
chance, guys.
left
Last
Abyss
map.
open. So we've gotten
It's either we
all
deal,
different
we
looks,
win,
all the
or
teams
we
in
die
Challenger Korea that
today.
have played so far
We
have
win
played
or we
different
die.
maps. Even
Let's
in some
go.
of the other tournaments, I know that there have been different compositions. But this Ascent-like composition, the Silva KO, D plus Kia actually used it last night, and there are some
Half
nasty
armor na
set
naman si
plays you can
Primi,
do.
puta.
I mean, everyone knew as soon as this map was announced, this is a Silva map. There's so many different lineups you can have. We're seeing one right away.
definitely talking a little bit about this backstage, and where does this go?
Prim is in. You have to be careful. Prim is
All
in.
the way down. It's going to be a late bounce, and they can still get the initial
How's the retake
information
gonna be?
over with
We need
the
this
camp.
pistol
It's
round
gonna
for
drop
confidence.
all the way deep into
Come on.
the wall. Okay, well, it's a little slow, I think, for my taste, but it still does mean that you get to see if anyone's right under it. It does
They got
force
all the
them to have
info
to
here.
turn things around. And Team Secret now going for the retake.
Good flash.
Having the Cypher camera gives them further information as well. So now just trying to flush
Nice.
Remy out of position, but he
Low, though.
manages to sneak under cover and fires off a shot at
Nice,
Jeremy's
isa pa.
skull. Wild Oreo pushes up against him though.
Nice,
but here it
Jesse.
comes, just around the ledges.
Nice trade.
It's gonna be
2v1, Governor.
Back. Team Secret with the numbers trying to rotate on through the crossing. Governor with a classic from the side.
Saan galing si
Fires off
Governor?
a shock dart back against Wild Oreo and picks up the pistol win for Talon.
Governor going back to the initiator.
Wait, what?
And he's using that util to perfection. Has the call that he's low. Immediately just whips out the shock dart for the AoE. And it's successful. Obviously, being on that attacking side, even if you were to go down, if the util still takes him out, you win the round with that spike being planted.
It's okay. Good
Governor
pistol.
having a great first round of Abyss. Now Talon going to focus on the B site once more. What we've seen so far, and a lot of people have been trying to theory craft on this map as well, is that A site, it's hard to just anchor on it. It's hard to just hold. So you want to be fighting for A main control as the defenders. And Talon, they're abusing that right now against Team Secret.
As much as possible, they're just ignoring it. Because even if you do get aiming control, you don't really want to push all the way through. It takes too much time to rotate on further. And Primi just abusing that tailwind to get underneath them. And now with the guns too. Potential for watching some of these headshot angles.
You really cannot win on
against
pistol
Tower.
rounds here.
And
It's such a big map.
Secret tries to fire back, but just walking into his crosshairs right now, dashing out into the open. It's gonna be 2G who takes him down.
That's a really
Second
good
kill
pistol
for
round,
Guy.
ah.
But
We took
Cruz
3.
will be able to come out to say that it's lights out. Talon picks up the
Wala
second
nang lower
win.
bracket,
Some
guys. Pag
damage
natalo
done,
dito,
but
wala
again,
na.
the
Wala nang
Vandals
lower
are
bracket
covered,
dito,
so that's
guys.
the important part for Talon. Premi definitely overheating a bit. I can only imagine if that wasn't the second round, if this was like, 5-5 or something, we might have even seen a timeout there from Coach Frost, I think. And getting a little too far ahead of himself. And then he could just take out every kill. It kind of leads to his teammates being out in the open as well. But at the end of the day, still good shots from Premi. Great debut map on Lotus. Top frag in the server.
wala na.
See if he can do the same here on Abyss. And now mid control coming out by the defenders. They're going to send shock dart as well, just to try to keep things at bay. And Talon has the same idea. They want to start to pressure this mid, such long sight lines. But if you can get a hold of it, it's massive map control.
But not able to control it for the time being. Team Secret puts up smokes and they try to block it off. Just allowing for Talon to spread out evenly. Going back towards A where the one-way smoke will expire. Envy just trying to mark the angle.
But the most important thing here for Talon, I think, is that they recognize that there was no Cypher util being set up right away in mid. So you know that if Secret wants to hold on to mid, they have to have somebody watching it, which does mean that it's going to be a bit more spread out. Trying to drag out a bit more of a reaction.
B's gonna be the
over
call
by
here.
the A side.
I don't want to get
Putting out
I don't want to get
big smoke.
thrifted.
It's a little off, but
I don't wanna
that
get
should be
thrifted
the
here.
tell from Secret, but they're not going to make too many big risks. They have kill trips set up here on the site. Cyber Cage to keep himself safe.
30
Wild Oreo
seconds. They just have to
looking
delay.
to be the anchor that buys enough time for the rotate. The rotate's going to be a little long. They have mid control, so they can run through, but it won't be here in an instant.
Yan naman entry niya.
With that smoke now, Tal's over. It's going to take a little bit of time.
The retake's
In
gonna be
that
big.
time,
Just don't
Talon
die.
will push up front, trying to eliminate some of
Nice.
the players who are on towards the
Good
site
shot,
from
well,
Team
good
Secret.
at Oreo.
However, Wild Oreo will be able to take that swing against Governor, so that's the Sova gone now for Talon.
They're playing site.
Meanwhile, the rest of the squad, all 4 of them, just around the side of the site.
Now, the enemy doesn't have a breach, no Rolling Thunder to worry about there. So they are just all on the edge. It is the bonus round for Talon. A bit of a buy up, but they still have enough friends. Remy almost gets 2. Couldn't exactly land onto the second. So Cruz just hoping to get one more.
shot, good
He
shot,
won't
good shot.
find it. So it's 2 kills, some armor taken down.
Good shot.
And the
Good-
plant
let's go, let's go.
Talon will
Laban,
take
guys,
that, but
laban.
Secret also
Everyone
not
type on for
too
that bubble.
shabby.
We need your powers right now.
Game was a little bit shaky.
We
but
need
yes,
we need
Team
some
Secret
energy, chat. We need
managing
some
to flood
energy.
back in through the sites with their guns, with their firepower. Coming through some of the more default positions, I think. I mean, they really had the
We need more energy, boys. We need more energy, boys. Come
Oreo,
on.
who was able to pick them
Keep
off
fighting,
a
keep
little bit.
fighting.
And as Team Secret continues to push even further through, making use
Pag
of that
natalo
mid
talaga
control
ang
coming
Team
in from
Secret
the
ngayon,
back.
iinom na lang ako,
Something
guys.
that Talon really
Team
has to
Secret
now
lose,
think
iinom na
about.
lang ako. I'm
Governor
done.
pulling out the Odin though.
Yeah, trying to.
I'm gonna drink my
expand
sadness away.
through. This might be a post plant setup on B. But meanwhile, Team Secret looking for a set play on A main. It's going to be a pop flash over. Paranoia at the ready as well. With 2G,
Mapapainebra
you can have
talaga
some
tayo.
great timings, but
Gilas.
0 Point will not find anything, so they'll hold off on that. MV going to regroup with his teammates. Early drone up mid as well. This should give a decent signal that there's a good shot at B. Now you know with the gunshot, it's going to be a B hit. They just sent Primi in alone, trying to see. The site is clear. He scouts it all out, and there it is, Yoden breaking through the box, taking so much space. It's not that easy to take full control of the site, but with the Odin, Primi now planted in the corner.
Oh, even with the flashes, he dodges it. The double kill going
What?
through.
Grabe!
Finding the one from the back.
That was-
Team
What
Secret,
the
they
fuck?
only have
Ang
to
bilis
rise
na
to
reaction
B
niya sa
tower
flash.
now. Just walking through.
So
and this fight
lucky!
is perfectly for the entire firing squad of Talon. They even have the wallback spot for this.
I mean, it's done.
He's
It's
so
done.
lucky.
You got the post plant, you got the plant to be able to spam through. And then Primi with an incredible ante on that right-click lob on the flash drive. Ban gonna die, but it doesn't matter. The round secured for Talon. And Primi's job was done. Clear the site, get to, buy us time. And at that point, Secret, they cut their losses.
Putang ina ni Primi,
Gotta
gago.
see, like a slow-mo replay of that, just dodging the flash perfectly. His reactions have been on point.
Oh my gosh.
Even let go of the spray just for a second for it to reset. And of course, that final kill from Ban as well. I mean, Talon, Team Secret, were they aware that Talon might have prepared for this? Because if not, they're going to be in for a rude awakening. Primi now with the blades and a shorty. And not only that, Cruz having the Rolling Thunder to boot.
The blades being used on an A hit, it's smart. You can try to jump off and around the bridge as well, be a killer drone. You have the Rolling Thunder. You can fight to the advantage of this map terrain on the A side on this round. So Talon's using it to their advantage. They just have a passive tripwire to watch for the long flank. They're ready to go all the way around. They're setting up Primi on it. Envy, he has an inkling. You know the Bladestorm's been popped. The drone's coming in, Cam set up as well, and here goes Primi, trying to scout. He goes under and he dashes in. He's taking space, but they haven't found Envy just yet. He's hiding out, and Envy can't find the kill. There's just too many targets. He knows he was stuck. Jipboy's good for a double, and it's a clean execute. I mean, Secret, you might have to save again.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna have to. The killer drone, it's enough presence that lets Jesse Bash know can't quite stick around this spot because there might be a deadly, deadly jet just around the corner. Doubles back in for the peak, but Primi just sends nice to his face. And that's gonna be Talon picking up another round. The Rolling Thunder saved, and at the same time, just going through with the fault line to secure the site.
I mean, they're all going
Holy
on the hunt
fuck.
as well. They know if we take away all the weapons, it's now, I mean, they've saved him 2 times in a row. It's going to be an eco looking at the creds. Bladestorm not anywhere near close to ready for Jeremy. And Primi was already on the hunt since it was planted, so he'll get very close to B. But he's just going to check every corner where they might be hiding. It looks like no extra kills will be found for Talon.
Just let them try.
And now you have the Rolling Thunder. So now what lingers in Secret's mind? Well, they still have the
that
Rolling
was a
Thunder.
slow
Do they
trade.
go for A again? Or do they just go back now that the Bladestorm has been used?
It's like something you really have
Good
to
timeout.
wonder
This is a
about.
good timeout.
Either site, it's going to be really, really deadly. You can see Coach Frost just trying to drill it into his team's head that they have even further rounds to secure. There are some plans in place. I mean, that is why this is a map perfect for this composition with the Jet specifically. And seeing the breach in play, you know, kind of in comparison to the KO from Team Secret, there's a clear kind of set difference as to how Talon wants to utilize this.
And Secret, we'll see what the idea is here, because there's not as many great plays as you could do over on the B side. There's a couple cheeky recon bolts, and obviously you could try to set up a pop flash as well, but you would have to send Jeremy in a killer mission all on his own. Don't have the operator yet either, so that's what makes things tough, because you have great plays, I'm sure, set up for A. But Talon, they understand.
Watch this, watch this. Yan na, lumalabas sa mga haters natin.
We don't want to meet
Yan
that
na, lumalabas
right off
ng
the
haters
rip
natin
unless
pag
we have
natatalo ng
tools to
3
counter
rounds.
it. And they still
Tahimik
do.
lang tayo,
They
tahimik lang
still
tayo.
have the
Alam ko
rolling thunder.
nakakatakot, pero
They're considering it, but they say,
kalma
we've already
lang.
put the
Yan
conditioning
na,
of
lumalabas
them
na mga
that they have to
haters.
watch out
Yan na,
for
yan
A.
na.
And meanwhile, Secret,
Ayan na, yan ang
they
hinihintay
make
ko
the
eh.
read.
Yan ang
It's gonna be a
hinihintay ko
big
eh.
hit, and I love this. I was about to say, the only other thing they could do, because you can't really push out from B, is push out from mid. You haven't really taken control of it, and you're going to go for a Hail Mary all the way deep. You want to go for a fast flank so they can't set up the post plant on B for the spam.
Oh wow, the recon clears it all, so they know that they can kind of start to set up a bit of that flank too, in through the library. Talon has to be prepared for this ban. At the very least, is somewhat aware, has the trip set up. Meanwhile, the rest of his team starts to push up front. The same execute. Primi pushes deep into the site. Rolling Thunder unleashed, and Primi's on the hunt. Talon, Team Secret, trying to stay inside of the smokes. Jesse Bash will peek up from heaven at the right time. Snipes down two. Ben with a little bit of a trade, and Envy now
That was
coming
big.
back in.
I don't even know what the fuck happened.
Down the remainder
What the
of
fuck
Talon's
happened?
squad.
But we
It's
won.
just too much
That was big.
chaos. Talon
Envy.
maybe fighting off a bit more than they could chew. I thought once Ban had the flank taken care of, it was going to be an easy kill, but they don't clear the cam in time, so Primi has to take time breaking it afterwards, and Primi goes in just a bit too deep. Doesn't account for Jesse Bash. He's too focused on the target CC, and that gives Envy the opportunity to just anchor down, become that turret, and secure a second round for Secret. Ult's now online. Operator online. Sure, it's glass cannon, but if you hit that first shot, it doesn't matter. They can now push Jeremy forward and then go for early rotate. Secret now have more options.
Ooh, okay, but kind of leaving Jeremy posted up towards A main while
Saan
Talon
yung mga haters?
starting
Labas
to
nyo lang. We
explore
need more
maybe
haters,
this
guys. Bakit?
round.
Sige.
One of the first rounds where they're starting to
I think
really try
the
to
power of Philippines is the more
push
haters
some
we
of the
get, the
angles around
stronger
these
we
spots,
get.
but Team
Sige, labas
Secret
natin
keeps
haters natin.
themselves tucked away, not exposing themselves too much.
Yeah, but if they're going to leave it up to Ban to re-clear this, it's going to be dangerous. So they understand that space has already been given. Jeremy actually gets tagged, so he does have to give up a decent amount of space. But if I'm Team Secret, you still just have to
Labas na
rely
yan.
on
Sige.
Jeremy still getting a first kill
Careful.
to try to delay on A. You still have to hold these positions, because otherwise you're exactly falling into the position that Talon wants. And they're already successful. They've dug deep into library, all the way in mid. Oh, good check.
GE, that's big information. So now Talon has to make a move and really try to decide which part they want to pinch down. Spotted Valdorio with the fault line though. He's been concussed, but now that it's gone, coming back into the fray. Managing to get that spray down on towards Governor. Primi answers right back and spots out a couple more. Tries to make use of the smoke. His team has already gotten the spike planted.
And now they know Primi could be anywhere near
Cancelled.
B
Good
heaven
shot.
up in
2G.
that tower, so they're trying to
Three
re-clear
more.
all of it. But 2GE,
Can we have
he
an
answers
info
the
here?
call. Eliminates that question mark. They've already cleared the close corners. They know that they have to be holding further back, but it's two next to the box, right on the edge. Jim Boy surviving for one more. Ban, I believe, still not quite spotted on his position. He's looking for a bit of a timing. He's got to out himself with the spray. And that's going to be the kills. Ample time for the defuse. Envy just setting the half. Now Jesse Vash trying to get one step closer to another Hunter's Fury.
It's a pretty decent job by Talon, just trying to make use of that mid, dig themselves deep in, and try to find ways to sneak onto the site. But once Team Secret gets the information, once they have the numbers advantage of taking down some of these players alongside their advances, they're able to kind of stagger and relay into the site. They're always so good at making use of the verticality around some of these boxes and around A heaven to go in for that retake.
And now that operator, it's a big question. Team Secret, are they going to go for the 0 point? And then, yeah, it looks like they're going to set up Jeremy all the way around the box, try to get an aggressive angle. So that way they can go for an even faster rotate. The KO just throws a 0 point from far back on A site. Now he can stack up. 2GE, going to be tasked with holding mid somewhat. Jeremy's creeping up even further. And Talon just holding. Too many smokes. They want to wait to reset the util. Primi's wondering, has there been a dig all the way up mid? Not just yet.
Shock darts fire through though. A little bit of presence
Come on,
zone.
come
Camera
on, come on,
doesn't
come on.
spot anything. So it's a little bit too unsafe for Talon to really commit to this B site. Now doubling back. Gotta watch in case anybody might have pushed up mid as well. So taking a lot of time just to clear. Flanks are clear, so back in towards B.
Now they're just, I mean, they don't have much information elsewhere on the map. The earlier shock dart not breaking any trips. Cruz confirmed that as well. He went for a quick peek, and now Governor slowly creeping up. That's the signal for Primi to go in once again. It's always Primi up on his lonesome, trying to make the first kills, and he does yet again. But this time, can they hold on? They're not going to overheat. They're not going to overextend. Waiting for the rest of his team. Perfect paranoia that opens things up for Primi, pushes them right into the crosshairs of the rookie. Envy gets a kill.
Calma.
A second, he does. He shuts
15
down
seconds. 15
the
seconds. Good
Star
delay.
Talon.
Very good delay
And
here.
Spike not planted. 13 seconds on the clock. Vault line, aftershock, everything thrown. You have to plant safe. You cannot account for the post plant. Just gonna plant it all the way back, Jeremy. It's a fast take. He goes for the window. He wants to cut them off on the exit. He wants to keep them tied up. But Jit Boys, he's right here. Jeremy unsuspecting. The Odin spamming through. 2G, he's been spotted. 1v2. Shrouded Step on top. They have an inkling. He can't find a drop. He's now been heard and banned. He's gonna win that fight, and Talon will go up to 5.
Ganda na ng pick doon ni
Able to
Envy,
nail down
dalawa.
this trade. I was gonna say, if Jeremy managed to take control over B Nest and keep himself
4v3
he
yun eh.
would have been able to get the perfect line of sight with that sniper overwatch. But unfortunately, spotted out by Jit Boys. Talon manages to work alongside Primi, this time with a lot tighter protocols and teamwork working alongside him. That paranoia really saves them a lot more time in fending off Team Secret's advances.
And now Team Secret back to a bit of an eco. They will still try to buy up whatever power they can.
Sige,
Marshall
labas ni
pulled
pa
out the
haters,
Sheriffs.
guys.
It's going to be another send all the way down mid. The recon going all the way deep. Oh, no!
Oh,
it's going to take a little while. It goes quite far, trust me. But he will eventually fall. It goes a long time if you're Jet. It lasts a very long time. You can actually just be out of the map, off of the mini-map for a very long time if it's on the edge.
Especially if it's a spike planted, but
There he goes. Well, what's down here? Oh, well, a
I
nice
guess we
little
have
tour.
our guess and gain answer. That was a slight misplay. But in all of that time, Talon.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Talon's, before that kill feed comes, Talon's like, well, we heard the Jet. Where'd he go?
No.
You're just waiting. You're like, well, where is he? Like, he's not here. Well, now he's gone. And Talon, probably a little chuckle, and they say, okay, well, that's the game plan gone from Secret. It's still a stack onto A. They know that this is going to be where Talon hits whenever Team Secret is weaker. And Envy trying to swing. Wario actually supports him with 2 great kills. That's an immediate rotate. Cruz trying to open up the B site. Jesse Vash is here. He's just waiting with a judge. He hears the jump. Cruz, I don't think has seen him just yet. He's been pinged. Jesse Vash is closing the gap. He's in there, and he gets the kill. Shut down.
Tangina mo, Jesse Vash!
Straight now, Governor.
Spike down.
You might be the governor, but the law does not have any bias. Shut down. Spike dropped.
One enemy remaining.
Jesse Vash saves the round!
He'll get a
4v5
kill
by
on
the
round.
way!
Oh
Troll si Jordan,
my
ah.
goodness. Justice was served, even though Jeremy had a little bit of a mishap. I mean, everything plays out, and it's just that judge. Oh, what a way to
The updraft, not there.
I'm so confused.
But that's it. I mean, yeah, I was going to say, Cruz had to have landed the shot or at least found some way to eliminate Jesse Vash. But because it was a judge, no way that he would have figured that out.
I'm so confused.
No way he would have.
If you don't know what you're doing, chat, the enemy also doesn't know what you're doing, chat. Let's be real here.
5, and now Talon calling the timeout.
Well, no time to chuckle about.
Ritual lang pala kailangan natin, guys. Ritual lang eh. We just have to keep throwing to win, you know?
Talon, they need to regroup. Had a good start, but now with that mid control, Team Secret trying to up the tempo themselves a little bit, try to take the pacing into their hands a little bit, forcing Talon to have to spend more time before the execute. Frost getting animated once again. You know that means he's seen a lot of things that he wants to be changed, but can it all happen in 60 seconds?
You can also tell that judge from before is now something that Talon has to think about, because it's a direct counter to how Primi, which is
Jeremy with the up again. Let's go, Jeremy. Hit me one here.
Now that it's an Odin though, picked up by Jesse.
Primi always opts updraft here, so they have to hold it. Jeremy has to opt, chat. You cannot blame Jeremy. He has to opt this shit. He has to apply pressure. It's the pressure of the op. He has to apply this.
Think about doing in mid with the Odin, but Jeremy, He's going to be going for the initial op shot. Has
That's
multiple
why
ways to
Jeremy
spin out,
opts
just
that.
waiting for
That's
He
why
still
Jeremy
finds the
opts.
kill, and he gets
Already
out
a 4v5
safely to
just
his
like that.
teammates. Does not back down from the drone. That's what you want to see from your opper.
Amazing stuff. Nerves of steel. Able to land down
Sana
the
mga
shot against
haters?
Cruz while he was trying to set up a flash for Primi. So although Talon has the
Asa
side
na mga
now,
haters
working
ko?
against numbers disadvantage, being able to block out the back, just watching towards Link as well as Tower. Jesse Vash, remember, he has that Odin. He's ready to let it rip.
Yeah, he is weak though, so he's waiting.
That's why
Full
ops.
set up. The spam still comes through. It's a weak box right there, and Primi, he's been trapped for so long. Team Secret, they knew that there was no further push in. Jip Boys answers back, but Spike still not planted. Ban refilling the site. Governor will get 2 with the Guardian. Headshots back to back. Pop flash from Envy. They want
Good
to try
flash!
to deny this Spike plant. Envy gets one. Paranoia comes out. The neural theft, but it's the fragment as well. 2GE just trying to chase through. The From the Shadows comes out. 2GE has to get this kill. He has to clear it. He's been pinged, but he'll be
30
able to get it.
seconds
A 2v1 set up for Team Secret on this retake.
Oh, shit, boys. From the shadows all the way to the other
2v1.
side. Now that he has a little bit of time to play with, he holds out towards the vent area instead. Might be able to double back if Team Secret makes a single sound. Envy is down low, so there is an opportunity here. Oh no, crosshair placement a little bit off though. Envy just able to take things slow and steady, eliminates his opposition and gets the spike defused.
Oh, close, but Talon, they had to go for the Hail Mary play, left Ban all alone.
Let's go.
The whole idea there
go.
would have been either more time or Ban
go,
getting a
boys.
kill, and unfortunately, it does not happen. Great redemption from Jeremy, though, shaking off any doubt from last week, coming out with a
What a flick.
confident round on the operator.
Really showing strength that he
Hinga, guys,
has.
hinga.
Now back on it again, still Talon
Careful.
having to keep these things in mind. Their previous
Tangina,
hits
kanina ang
have
daming
worked
haters si
out in the
Jeremy. Asa na
start
mga haters? Sige,
of
labas
this
nyo!
map, but not anymore.
Labas nyo,
Team
sige!
Secret
Diyan naman magaling mga
starting
Pinoy
to
eh.
show different looks.
Pag natatalo, change sides
Talon
ka agad.
now has to respect.
Tangina.
Slowly inching up towards mid. They don't have the best buys. They do have the Blade Storm. How are they going to make
Labas
this
nyo
work?
yan.
Because of the Blade Storm, Team Secret, they had a lot of
Tapos pag
plans
nanalo,
to shut
change
things
sides
down
din.
on mid. The
Tangina,
recon
pumili
bolt
kayo guys.
being sent all the way deep,
Kaya ang daming
actually.
spy sa Pinas eh.
That they had the KO ready as well, but now that it's mid, they want to make sure they're not giving up too much space. It's already been taken by Primi, but can they get out? Envy's ready to receive.
Ang ina mo, Envy.
Invents. It's been shut down. No Sentinel, no info. And Talon, they have to rely on the Superstar once again. The Superstar rookie, he's found it, but he can't find the headshot. It's the knives. He can't spam through that one. Now the drone as well. Caught. He's trying to see if there's a swing around it. Doing the best he can. Everything he's learned online, he's trying to bring to life on stage. But it's just too tough. Not grouped up for Talon. Still 40 seconds left. Huge kill from Cruz. Opens up a little bit more room.
Still know where Primi is, though. 30 seconds in the round. And Primi's going to regroup
30
alongside
seconds
Cruz to find that entry into the A site. Team Secret have themselves positioned to watch down this little tower position, though. Just firing off a couple of shots. Although they don't quite land, they do have Cruz alongside Primi down to pretty low HP. The shock dart trying to clear. Spike now getting planted. Primi with the rifle, just marking the heck out of this smoke.
He hears him up top, but he wants to wait for the smoke. He wants to get the first kill. He eliminates it. Now he's ready for the swing around. He knows there's still one coming in from spawn. He's ready for it. Constantly swinging on the 180s. He gets 2, but he's out of ammo. Jeremy takes him down.
Rolling
now
Thunder.
down to Cruz and Chip Boys, but the Rolling Thunder, it's enough to buy time. Chip Boys just has to stay alive, and he is successful. Jesse Vash, he won't get dropped, but he's stunned. He's stuck. And he's just going to try to jump around, get a surprise kill. But it will be the Tide trio that hold things down, and the OG crew of
Last
Talon
round in
will
the
bring them a
half.
6th round win.
Good little long jump attempt, but that is going to be the recovery from Talon. They tried to push through vents. Envy shut them down. And then once it all goes haywire, onto the site it goes. Primi alongside the patience with Cruz, managing to take down the first 2, and then the Rolling Thunder for the final finish. Talon has the lead now, and they're trying to deny Team Secret from getting to that 6-6 first half.
Hunter's Fury online for both sides, but Envy, he's got the null command as well. Once again, bit of a spread out 2-1-2 default from Team Secret. They don't have great weapons. Wild Oreo, half armor and a Sheriff. Stinger for Jeremy. So Jeremy's mission right now on the B side is just shut down Primi. Catch him off guard if the dive comes in, but Talon has no intention of going to the B side. This is going to be a full A hit. The one way holds him off.
That
for a
Rolling
bit.
Thunder won them the
There
round.
is space to push around it. 2G knows he can't hold on to this on his own.
Hanks back now. As soon as this one-way dissipates, though, it's going to have to be the quickest rotations from Team Secret. They don't have the best guns, but at the very least, they got the Hunter's Fury along with the Null Command. Ben makes his presence known just to instill a bit of paranoia into Team Secret's minds. There's the paranoia. Now Primi dives straight through. In towards the tower he goes just to try to hold down the site for his team. Spike planted, not quite yet. Hunter's Fury denies Cruz.
And another tag as well. Chip Boy's weak, but Primi, he needs to hold on to this. He gets two. Envy is down, not out just yet, but there's no saving him because Primi is still running amok in the tower, holding things down.
What
Teaming
the-
up with the Governor, a bit of a body block. Oh no! The freedom taken away from Primi. Ban all alone, 1v2. Recon spots him. Jesse Vash knows where he's at. Ban wants to find the 1v1. He's trying to isolate him. He's waiting for the swing. He gets one. He's trying to transfer, but Wild Oreo will stabilize with the Phantom and tie things up 6-6.
More stability coming out from Team Secret with the right plays, just working around the defuse. The recon followed by the swing out against
Go.
Ben.
6-6.
He
Not
tried
bad.
to reset the
Not
recall,
bad,
but
not
it wasn't
bad.
quite going to happen quite clearly. Although Team Secret, starting things off, didn't have all the best map control. Talon started to switch things up with the adaptation.
Ang hirap maging Pinoy.
Throughout the entire map.
Ang dami
it
niyong
has
rason
been
para mag-hate.
Talon just trying to find that lead, but not quite being able to hold onto it.
Well, tied at 6-6. So far, across
6-6,
all
come
the
on, let's
different
come back.
types of tournaments where Abyss has been opened up,
Come back, let's come back with
slightly
shit.
favoring the defensive side. Although
Isang
there's
game lang?
Dragon.
Isang game na magsama-sama tayong lahat?
Day off to
Pero hindi pa rin
show
natin
their
magawa
full
yun?
bias today.
Putang ina nyong lahat.
Team Secret. Meanwhile, we've got some Talon fans.
Gusto natin
as
lahat
well.
manalo, guys. Kalma lang kayo.
But yeah, I mean, in Challengers, Korea at the very least, as I have been following that
6-6,
pretty
come on.
closely, bringing you guys a little bit of English coverage. And the attacking, I mean, it's kind of been full sends for a lot of these maps. So we still don't know quite just yet which composition will be
Grabe yung
go
sakdak
to.
doon ni Jesse Vash, oh.
What size, what set plays will be favored.
Last player standing.
But for now, looks like it's going to be a long time till we find out, as it is 6-6. Secret now taking the initiative on the attacking side.
Yeah, especially Secret in their composition, right? A lot closer to that Ascent composition that we were talking about, with the exception of maybe Wild Oreo on the Cypher. How are they going to go on the attack? Is it going to be
We
a
have to go big on
different
attacker
talent?
sided
So
here. We
far,
have to
it
go
seems
big.
like it is roughly going to be the
We
same.
have to go
with the
big on
dive
attacker
straight
sided.
into B site.
See if there's going to be the set plays, but Cruz has a good read on this.
We have to go
You
big. We have to
expect
win
that A
pistol.
main is usually
We win
where the
pistols,
defenders
tuloy-tuloy na
fight.
to. Come
So
on,
Team
give us a
Secret's
pistol
gonna go
round.
for that
Give
hard
us a
read
fucking
on
pistol round.
They're
Premium
gonna
on half
try to
armor and a
counter
ghost
with the
again. They're
breach
really
and jet
giving
combo.
Premium everything.
Recon bolt at the ready. It's a timing fight. Talon staying silent. The recon, but the pop flash is early. Cruz still there for the cover, but Primi cannot get alive.
Primi's
Governor
dead, though.
still covering for another trade. Numbers advantage now for Talon.
Still holding on to that Sheriff. Smoke's off now. Blocks Team Secret's path, at least for the time being, unless they want to go through danger, unless they want to go through the ledge.
Oh, no! Cruz denies entry. 2GE was not happy about that one.
Winnable pa to.
Wild Oreo doing whatever he can to redeem this round, but it's going to be Cruz going over, making sure that he can defend the spike. As
Ang galing natin
Jim
ma-fall,
Boyce
ah.
comes and chases down the last kill.
Not like
Galing magpa-fall, gago.
just with the classic tagging him up as he tried to jump over. And with that, Talon manages to control the site. Cruz getting the right reads, the right plays. Even with the pop flash against Primi, they managed to stabilize. And so far today, Talon has been able to pick up several pistols.
They've been very successful, taking all of them. 4 pistols to 0. Serves them just well enough and barely getting that 13-11 victory on Lotus.
Choke for me, Cruz. Choke
See
for
if they
me.
can close things out a bit earlier on Abyss, or if we will be going to Haven on the 3rd map. Cruz Can spam through that wall and B as well. Needs a fault line, maybe go for a quick peek. They hear the drone coming in, a lot of space already given up, but he sees the legs. That one way not working out for 2G. He's not having a great time over here on the B site. And now spotted. Too many members, but Talon Primi does not care. He gets the double. Switching over to the classic. A triple for Primi.
Grabe.
Talon lead 8-6.
Guy is fearless. Just dives
This kid is
right in
insane. This
alongside
Primi
the
guy is
Outlaw,
insane.
knowing it's up
Not
against
gonna
half
lie.
shields without a care in the world. Still pinpoint accuracy. Yes, the one way didn't quite work out, so it's going to be that Talon flawless win, and they get to carry these guns over onto the next round.
Not gonna lie. He's
Team
good.
Secret has to reset the scoreline. They're working against disadvantages.
This goes here.
Guardians
easy.
in full.
We need this round. Come on.
It's gonna be a little.
We haven't won.
rough
We haven't won
I
a
gotta
single
say,
round.
I mean, I think
Pistol
Primi's
just because
already
of
done
this
his
player.
job. He's already proved his value because he has been a core part
Yeah.
of winning 8 rounds so far. Either the pistol or the anti-eco or both. He's getting multi-kills. He's leading them to victory to get that lead in every single half that Talon has
Mainit siya
played
eh.
today.
Hungry new player.
Now just locking down mid as well. Not allowing Team Secret any legs in this race. Team Secret trying to stretch over, but nobody from Talon's pushing out just yet. You got that one-way blocking of A main. And now firing off those shots towards the middle. Team Secret going back in to investigate. Recon doesn't spot anything though.
Yeah, fast re-clear by Secret. That helps a lot. And Secret is using that deep cam that Des talked about. Gives you a lot of control. Allows you to find a timing to dig deep in for the flank if you want. It's a wild Oreo. He's going to be sticking around that part of the map for as long as possible. The rest of the team looking to execute onto the B site. Fault line at the ready just to delay. And that's a peak timing from Cruz, but he kind of takes too much into his own hands. All alone there, no cover. Gets taken down. Jeremy lost a little bit of health, but that's all the damage they'll take. The spam lineup is ready. Talon have studied this map. You got to go far on the plant. No post
Where did Ban get the
for
kill?
you. It's going to be all the way on the other side. Ban covers the flank as well. Mid control, now back in Talon. That means that Jesse Vash has to watch their back for Secret.
So at the same time, 2G puts up the smoke just to give his team a little bit more room to work with, able to fire off that shot into Primi, but then answers right back from Jit Boys. Governor along the sides of the rafters, able to take some shots in through even further. Jesse Vash has to do it all on his own now. The defuse getting stuck halfway. He spots out the first player.
Grabe.
Spots out Governor's
Heat
head,
up.
then the wallbang headshot through the
Heat
leg.
up.
Unfortunate for Jesse Vash.
Yeah, and ample time. They already have the half.
4v4. How did we
Give
lose
it
that
over to
round?
Governor, keeping him only 2 points away from that Hunter's Fury. I mean, Talon.
No, they
they've
expected
studied
audio
this
at
map.
mid.
You know how to deny it. That post plant, you think it's going to be easy? You think this is Sunset 2.0? Think again. Because we're denying that plan for you. That Jip Boy's great kill there. I mean, Primi, it felt like, did he go in too early? But no, turns out it was just in time. Buys time, creates space for Jip Boys to come in for the trades. And now Secret back down.
Oh, this is
Weak
difficult,
weaponry.
man.
There's always
Can we get
trying
a
to scrape by
thrifty?
with
Please,
whatever they
Lord. Can we get a
can.
thrifty, Lord?
And then just staying on half armors to try to make sure they have enough chances. But at this rate, they might run out of chances.
Yeah, this is going to be tough. Primi just goes in for that fight inside of A main.
Grabe to. Grabe to.
Similar looks to
Confident.
what we've seen from
That's the thing,
before. He's
dude. That's the
confident
confidence
on his
diff.
anti-eco, picks up his couple, and then just backs out.
Yeah, they might not have the KO for the deep
No more
pop
charges
flash, but
left.
it is going to be that breach to help set up the recon bolt as well. So early kills for Primi. And Ban digging deep into mid as well. Talon, quick adjustments. They recognize Secret. They want to start taking mid control. And now they're keeping it for themselves in round 16 the entire time. Primi given the freedom to go on the hunt. He wants it. He's not going to have much health to combat it. That'll be a lesson for you,
Extend.
youngster. But Jesse
3
Vash
more rides
can't
and
get much
Talon's
more
gonna
than
go
that. Just
through,
one
man.
extra kill for
TS,
Jip
just
Boys
for
as
let's go
Talon
TS.
Still leads up
Let's go
10 to
TS.
6.
Finally
go,
cementing,
TS.
locking in this lead now. They've won 4 rounds in a row ever since the pistol, breaking Team Secret's economy. It will reset for the next, but this is truly where Team Secret needs to plant
Let's go. Come on,
down.
man.
If not,
Team
that's gonna be
Secret,
Talon
4 rounds. Let's
finding
go.
That
Tie it
economy
up.
once again. And this,
Tie it up,
you know,
boys.
keep in mind, is a match where Team Secret is facing knockouts. They have to keep themselves in the game, hence the timeout.
It's your pick. You pick the new map to secure yourself a way into Champions. And Team Secret, this may be where their entire year ends. The team that was known to always get so close but just not enough to get back to an international. See if history repeats itself today. Jesse Vash, he's been yearning to return.
Big tie,
to
bro.
the world
Reverse
stage.
jinx. Yan na yung mga
Here the crowds
haters.
once
Lalabas na
again.
mga haters.
But Talon stand in his way.
All the changes to the team, the new additions, Wild Oreo, 2GE, they've been showing their impact, but they need even more right now. Talon just shows that they have a lot more prep work on the map, despite not picking it there on their own. They let it slip on purpose. And Talon with our
Ayan
own
ang mga
addition as well.
haters.
Primi, back-to-back 20-plus kills.
I mean, just insane. If there was
Wow.
ever any doubt, is he going to be comfy on stage or not? I mean, that's gone. It's dashed. It's evaporated. He's here to stay
How's it?
at VCT Pacific.
How did Envy die?
Taking
What?
aggressive control.
How?
Well,
How-
he's down there somewhere.
We're trying to look for him, but
I'm not quite sure.
How did Envy die?
Not quite sure what just happened.
Nalaglag.
But it's definitely not good news for Team Secret. I'll tell you that.
Governor just trying to make sure that they don't try to make their way through the smoke. Perhaps.
Listen, I will say, Team Secret can do the funniest thing. They could be the first team to win with the only team having fall deaths on Abyss. You know, there's 3 fall deaths on this map so far. That's all come from Team Secret. See if they can overcome that. It's not a disadvantage you want to start with on this map. It's going to be a hard entry, but the spam, they're going to...
Okay, you know what? Just keep fucking throwing Team Secret.
Sige,
I don't even know how we got
lang
that
sila.
side. We got delayed, we got set up, but they just flooded.
4-man
How?
push, Spike planted. Still holding on. They're ready for the wraparound as well.
Dapat tatay, Breron, may
That was an
nalalaglag eh.
unwinnable round, not gonna lie.
He's fast on it. Jesse Vash gonna position himself
What
for the
the
100
fuck?
Fury as well.
Just trying to play around A tower. Baldari gonna
How?
sneak on through.
I mean, this is so fast. As Talon, is hard to expect because you think you just took all that time to clear that. Good boys trying to clear the recon. That spends a lot more time.
Wow.
He's just set up, and 2GE with a perfect swing. Wild Oreo.
Wait,
Great timing as well.
what
And
the fuck
Secret,
is this?
despite the rough
The
start to this round,
sacrifice
they
strat!
will get
It's
the
the
seventh round win.
sacrifice strat!
Just
You sacrifice one player for everyone, bro.
After an initial
Tangina, yun pala kailangan eh.
a little bit odd with the
Oh,
he
he
was
was full flashed. That is a mega feels bad moment. I mean, because here's the thing. You imagine fault line, flash, recon, like they're charging out. I gotta hide.
Yeah.
The fuck?
That's a tough one.
Just tiny ledges. Yeah, because you want to get undercover, right? But you can't see anything. So it's that same fault line again. But now
Ako na!
with
Ako na
the
i-sacrifice
0 point.
for the fucking game! Just
Talon
throw
hangs
me away,
back,
chat!
meanwhile, Team Secret
Ako na lang kayo i-sacrifice
keep an
nyo.
eye towards mid with the deep camera
Chat,
again.
should I sacrifice myself?
There is a trip to watch any deep push into top mid here from the Talon side. Ban watching it as well. And they do have someone in a tower. So Governor, it will be his job to make sure that there's no sudden push, no pinch onto A site. Cruz waiting for the fault line to come back up, see if he can ruin the entry. He will have a timing, it's gonna be coming up soon.
Jit Boys keeping mid smoked off as well, though. Need a Hunter Fury entry. Jeremy diving through, managing to catch Cruz.
And the spam, they've heard Governor, he has to back out. Can't spam through that wall. Out of the many walls you can spam through on this map. But here, the drone gonna be broken. Get some decent information, keeps them at bay. So Talon, they have an opportunity. They've got 2 on the flank as well, and they get Oreo. So now the pinch begins. 2 members drawn out of the site. It's now the timing for the Sova and the Cypher to get through. Paranoia to push 2GE back. It goes all the way. Site now opened up. And Jim Boys and Privy, they are doing their job to the darkness. Privy's still alive in the Cloudburst. They clean him up. But now the spy camp set up. And the Cyber Cage half done. Draws
Let's go,
out the
boys.
fragment. Talon, still some time to work with. Trying to start it, Governor. He's trying to be the shield, but doesn't quite get it, but the half's already done. He's done his job. They don't suspect it. Ban even wraps up the kills. Clutch for Ban as Talon now 2 rounds away from making it to Champion Soul.
Just playing for the team when it looks so lost. You know, Remy even just trying to stay alive inside of that smoke. The shots through the cyber cage.
You see that? Oh my gosh, you see that reaction?
I don't.
Fuck.
I mean, you saw him on the cam. His eyes are on the meter. As soon as it ends, he just swings around. Talon, they're here to win it. And here's the thing. I mean, I always said that this is a team that they're their worst enemy. They trip over themselves no matter the cause. And today, sure, 1 or 2 rounds of overheating, but outside of that, they've been very disciplined. Aftershock, just to deny any fast push off of that drone. They're trying to pretend that it's not a Cypher setup, but Jesse Bash, he's not going to buy it. Doesn't quite break the trip just yet. Jeremy going to try to go through. He spots one. And the no command will keep everyone else at bay from Talon.
At the very least, they managed to sneak themselves firmly into
Play
the
this
site.
post. Let's play this post.
Talon trying to make their way through security, but kind of getting blocked off as well. So trying to go through heaven as well. Jeremy's just trying to stick around the corner, making some noise around those ropes. He's got 2 blades left, but now fully paranoid. The Hunter's Fury unleashed. Jesse Vash tries to hold down the angle. Jeremy unfortunately wins the blades, and Prim manages to fire back against them, but it's some trades from Team Secret to hold down the ground.
Good
Governor
round.
in a 1-on-3.
1v3. Come on, let's go, guys.
Creds, but the time not in his favor. So he's just going to see, we'll keep the round lead. Wild Oreo's heard this. Governor just checking, waiting for the peak. Doesn't want to see him fight it. He'd rather keep the weapon. He'd rather make sure that they don't get the extra points.
Come on.
Just happy with what they have. Team Secret will also not go for the chase, as of course they are a bit lower, a bit all over the place, I should say, on their credit situation. 3 points difference.
But at the very least, still
Tinakbo lang ni Jesse, oh.
use of some of these plays. As soon as the spike's planted, pushing up on the offensive. Hunter's Fury being pinched down. Jesse Bash knows his objective is to just keep them away from pushing out of
Ban ka sa
security.
akin, tangina
So
mo.
off of the win now, Coach Frost, smelling victory, a couple of rounds away, calls in the timeout.
Both of these teams, their fan bases are no strangers to having the best of leads and letting it slip away. Coach Frost, he's talked about it openly, about Talon, about their own team. They always
Come
just
on,
let it
come on,
slip
boys.
away.
Wake
They
up.
come in with a game plan, it works out.
Just a few more
They're
rounds,
not able
Chad.
to close it out. And out of all the teams they don't want to make that mistake against, Secret is at the top of the list.
Yeah, definitely not against Secret. And definitely not in this final knockout stage, wanting to make it through. Team Secret trying to call in their own strategies as well, so they have 3 rounds away from tying things
I can't
up.
talk anymore.
So far, you know, they've shown a couple of strategies where they are able to put Jeremy further up front, but it's also been Jesse Vash collecting in a lot of these frags.
See how Team Secret tries to read this. They're ready for a bit of a push out from Talon. They think it's going to be the mid push out play, but Talon nowhere to be seen around that part of the map. Going for an aggressive cam on B, setting Premi up on the ledge, on danger. And now they could just rotate out. You can always check with the cam for Premi to just jump around. This way they can stack A lot harder. They can re-clear mid. There's a lot of options here for Talon. I mean, this is going to be a hard one to read and figure out for Team Secret.
Yeah, they know the blades are somewhere, but they won't have any idea that he's just up on that ledge of danger.
Oh, this is a fast re-clear of mid as
It's gonna
well,
be
so
up
you
to
know
Premi to
somebody's
hold
watching
B.
it, but Jeremy
It's gonna be up to Premi to hold.
just going to be waiting. The cam's going to be the first point of contact. Looking at the height of it, you know that it was used very early. The drone is just going to go through main. They don't suspect it at all, and it's a timing play from Primi. He's a little early on it, only gets 1 kill, but he does slow things down. Ban trying to make sure he can be the anchor, but now Talon fall like flies 1 by 1. They need to regroup.
Just don't
Chip
fall.
Boys, all the way on the other side. He has from
This
the
map
shadows,
is so
but he wants to see
scary.
if he can get a timing for a flank. Wild Oreo not in distance to hear him just yet. There is a trip, and Chip Boy's gonna get past it. Wild Oreo seems like nope, he's heard it. The pings come out. So Team Secret, they're now aware of it, and Talon, they're just gonna back off. They're just gonna go for the save. Okay, it's too much. I mean,
All right.
listen.
Let's see,
The
sila talino
previous
ng Talon.
rounds and
They like
one,
this save strat,
I
this
get
Talon
the
thing,
save,
man.
but you're not at match point just yet. This could be one of those situations where you keep putting it into your bank account and you're never able to withdraw, and you go on to the next map.
Gotta be able to cash it out at some point.
Deleted.
They're
Good
so
shot.
close
No
towards
Ganser,
match
dude.
point, but just what do you do? They're trying to set themselves up into these sneaky spots and places, getting some advantages, but it's not quite coming through just yet. Team Secret hunkering down when their backs are against the wall,
Spike
working
down
together as a
B.
team, just having too many targets for Primi
Come
to
on.
even hit. And with
9-11.
Jeremy finding that heads-up frag against Ban as well, just turned things around completely.
Talon, gonna go for the half
Talon
bars.
forcing this shit.
See if they can try to eke out just that match point first more than anything. Recon bolt used, but the cyber
Tags.
cam, it's going to deny the dash forward from Primi. Talon has to back out, and Secret, they've actually regained a lot of space. They can now go for a slow re-clear of mid, both the high and low ground.
Yo, chat, chill chat.
Not quite able to do too much around this spot, though. It's going to be a couple of pings from Team Secret while the main forces head
We need
towards
this
the B
round.
site. Cruz
We get this
jiggling
round, it's
for
gonna be
info.
big.
He's got the fault line, and he's trying to slow them down if they do decide to make the same execute.
Breach at the ready. Cruz, a dangerous position, but waiting to use the fault line to deny it. It's a double team. They break the 0 point.
Doesn't get a kill.
Now Premi's ready for it. The slow is there, but he doesn't quite get the kill. He's trying to swing.
Holy
back out, but Jeremy's
fuck.
ready for it. He's got the crosshairs lined up. 30
Just don't throw this,
HP.
4v5.
Spike trying to get in. They're just going to go for
Okay.
a safe plant.
That's
Secret
very good.
knows
Very good,
that
Wild
Talon
Oreo.
have the spam.
Very
They
good,
actually
Envy.
bait them in. Envy's ready with the cover. Double kill.
Very
for Team
good,
Secret.
very good.
They are on the
Very
verge
good.
of tying things up. Now
Very
only
good.
1 point away.
This is what I wanna
as
see.
Secret lock in the Pulsar Flawless.
Have they broken
Deleted.
the bank yet? That's what I'm curious about. It seems as though they almost did.
Not this
It's gonna
from
have to
Jeremy.
be
How did he get that
somewhat
kill?
of a half buy for Talon in the next round. Just
How did he
when
do
they're
that?
About to reach match
Very good.
point as well. Team Secret starting to turn things around. They got the reads. They're trying to clear out all these tiny little nooks and crannies.
Come on,
And they're
come on.
able
Let's go.
to pile drive through as a full force, a full team.
And one of the things that Secret has done, both on Lotus and here on Abyss, is that they've recognized the tendencies of Primi very quickly. They recognize that he will stay for the fight, that he'll dig deep to try to create space, that he's one of those players that tries to win the round by creating space, by getting frags just like this, as he digs all the way down mid. Lurker now gone.
Very messy.
Jeremy
It's
stranded
very
on
messy.
a site.
4v5.
The smoke will
Tangina tayo ni
cover him
Primi.
just long enough.
Win
Now
winner
Jeremy
talaga
trying to do
siya.
the same. He has to force his way all the way through. Paranoia to buy more time. The drone gets the ping onto Jesse Vash.
It's
He
very
stops
messy
in
right
the
now.
van, gets a
It's
nice
so
kill with
messy.
the Sheriff. Chaos ensuing on the side as Team Secret tries to back out. Just a 3-man hold against 5. Vash, you've been spotted. Governor gets the kill. 1 away from the match point. The fragment thrown early, and it's all up to Envy. He's trying to hold on. He has to push out the pop flash.
Tangina talaga ni
He's not able
Primi.
to get the kill quick enough. And Talon will recover. Now getting to match point. 1 round away from qualifying to champions.
Just narrowly making it through. All they need is one more
Grabe.
round, and they did it on a thrifty. Just having the tendency to actually dig deep. Still, although it was a tendency that Team Secret read, they weren't quite expecting him around the corner at the bottom of mid. And that was just the darndest thing, as though the rest of them managed to get down to the
It's
site.
all the pressure.
Talon
All the
comes
pressure's
and
here on us.
floods back in with the biggest retake. Now smelling victory just right around the edges.
Yeah, I mean, Talon, here's the thing, is that probably a lot of teams have practiced similar set plays, right? And Talon used that against Secret. They send the recon, but no noise from the Jet. Just a slow creep in. And now again, pressure on mid. You know that it's going to tie them up. They don't know, did the Jet creep through or not? Now spy cam is set up, it's not broken. Ping does come out from Talon though. So Talon's aware of the setup. They know that Secret could already be on the move.
Just kind of watching for it. Team Secret slowly creeping around, waiting for the smokes to go away. Talon not giving up a single peep. I mean, at some point, the call's gonna have to be to peek through, but Talon has everything set up. Cruz ready with that fault line or flashes. Primi just alongside him to assist.
Hunter's Fury though. There's a tag. Not quite finding the shots, and no kills are going to happen.
This is it,
Does
guys.
Get a tag onto Governor, now taken down to half health. There's a 0 point. Ban going to get spotted. There's a good pop flash for Jeremy to utilize. Space taken. The breach too far to deny this plant with the Rolling Thunder. And Talon, an immediate call
Spike planted.
to just go for the save.
Ayoko naman
Once
noon, guys.
again, keeping up their bank. They still have enough credits, but at the very least not wanting to give away too much to Team Secret. Jeremy close to his blades. At the same time though, I mean, this sight hit really just comes through.
Governor, he's going to try to make Hunter's Fury. Because they can still buy for one. They got to stop giving kills over to Governor. Talon just need one more round.
Scanning ahead.
Envy stuck there. He's been spotted. The jump spot. They think it's a retake. That's why they're fighting. But eventually, Governor, I believe, ends the round with only 1 point away from the Hunter's Fury and the Rolling Thunder as well into the next round. As Wild Dorio gets taken down. And Team Secret, sure, you're 1 point away from overtime, but you've just given a small window of an opening to Talon to close things out.
Right there.
Lord.
1 point away. And that Hunter's Fury could potentially deny, you know, not just Spike Plant, but also a bit of a retake,
Lord.
especially with Cruz and his Rolling Thunder as well. The next round is everything for both teams. Talon wanting to close this out. Team Secret wanting to push into overtime. They've got their ultimates.
It's a push out. It's going to be instant. You can use this here because then you get the orb if there's nobody here, and you'll have the Hunter's Fury for the retake, for the defense. Now, Secret, they hear this. It's going to try to be a fast push. The trips are broken. Chip Boy's in a dangerous position, has to exit. Has to respect the fragment. He's waiting for Jeremy. He takes down the jet, and now you can exit. There is a no command, but there is the Hunter's Fury. Used to deny it. 2G dies, and the spike is dropped in the middle of the site.
I have the spike.
Enough time for Talon to be ready for the flood in. No command already activated. Secret does not have much more time. Primi waiting for the angle. Envy
Lord.
denies it. Pop flash at the ready. He's trying to push through. Wild Oreo by his side. And Jet Boys trying to pitch onto him. Envy, he's been stranded. Just the IGL. Uncle Jesse Bash, can you bring the team? No, you will be denied. And it will indeed be Cruz who will return to the international stage at Champion Seoul 2024.
Talon Esports, they've finally done it. The biggest calls, the Rolling Thunder picks up the Hunter's Fury, and everything in this map, in this round, just shows the improvement from Talon Esports. The biggest stakes, and they still managed to make it happen.
I love the call at the end because you don't expect, because they've been saving, they've been waiting to make sure that they can win. And then they just throw everything they had to force Secret's hand. What a call by Cruz. We kept talking about Secret returning to the international stage, but what about Cruz going all the way back to the older days? Obviously now with an entirely new roster around him. Two relative rookies, Jip Boy's of course a year under his belt, but Primi, a debut in the knockout stage, and now he's going straight to champions.
I mean, could he really be the X factor that they need? Can this give them an edge against DRX that they're going to play up against next? Whatever it is, Talon has shown that they have whatever it takes. The right calls, the right plays.
Look at Serve.
Joining them with the celebration.
This is so pure. You see him pointing at the champions banner. He couldn't be more happy. Surf was one of the original members alongside Cruz back on Xerxia that made it to an international stage. And he couldn't be more joyed to be part of the team. He helped them get here to playoffs, and now Primi has helped carry them over to meet the giants all around the world. Trust the process, Frost says.
I'm gonna give them a clap. I will give them, I'll give Team Secret a clap here. They fought their hearts out, man. We tried. They tried.
Thailand's
We tried, boys.
Esports is going to champion.
We tried.
Taking this in a 2-0 fashion against one of the best teams in Pacific this
I'll give it. It was fought. It was well fought. To be honest, that Primi kid was very aggressive, and
No,
he
it's
played it
incredible.
very
I mean,
well.
It was really fun.
They played it very
also
well
had
with
us
this.
losing our minds a few times while we were watching it, but
I
yeah.
was so entertained.
I mean, look, it's
He was
not
so
often
aggressive. He was so
a
aggressive.
player
It
can
caught us
come
off
in
guard, man.
to
It
a
was so
moment like
aggressive.
this, to a situation like this.
See, look at that. He's always in the. He's always in front. This Primi guys, he's always in front.
That kind of thing happens.
He's
and
always
he
in
showed
front.
us that he is
He
truly,
has so much value.
truly a
Has
player
so
who
much
belongs on
value.
this kind of stage.
I mean, we set the stage. It was, are you going to rise? Are you going to crumble?
Yeah.
This
He's number
guy
one for a
rose to
reason.
the
I guess he
occasion.
deserves that spot.
He put up 2 back-to-back incredible
Secret tried,
performances
Chad.
on
We
the
tried.
go,
We tried.
on the jet,
We did our best, man.
showing
We did our
off
best.
what has helped him
We
rise
lost,
to the top of
but you know what?
APAC rank.
It's okay.
And it
Because
was
they fought
just
their
a
heart out,
phenomenal
man.
Performance from Primi, but the rest of the team around him having fantastic moments, giving him,
Okay.
you know, the space, giving him the util necessary to set him up to
They tried,
have
Chad.
these kinds of performances.
Everyone
Besides
wants to
Secret
win,
Bell,
boys.
This has got to be
Fucking
a
tried. This
monstrous
Primi guy.
heartbreaker.
He was aggressive. He was aggressive.
Finally looking reinvigorated, looking reinforced with the recent
Well,
changes
Wilson,
allowed Oreo and 2GE. Looking
I
like
guess
they
we
were
are gonna meet each other in hell.
surefire
If you're ever
picks to make
watching,
it to champs to their first
and everyone who watched
international
Wilson's stream from
since
Indonesia,
2021
I'll see you in fucking hell, man.
champions.
I'll see you
And
all
it
there.
all falls to pieces
I'll see you
here.
there, chat. I'll see you in fucking hell, pussies.
Yeah, there's no other words for it than heartbreak. It's rough when this comes in at the last second. A wild card like Primi here, then you have a brand new map like Abyss, which they did look like they had excellent ideas on, but they were just not prepared.
No.
for what
And
Talon
yan na,
did.
dyan na yung mga
Yeah,
jump
it's part of
ships.
it, and I think
Yan na yung
that
mga jump
that's-
ships.
I mean, it's a lot of mistakes mechanically.
Of course,
that caused them to
every
fall off
time
the
we
map a
lose,
bunch,
we'll just call him
things like
washed.
that
Every time we win,
really did cost
we got
them. I mean,
hope.
yeah, they won
I
some
don't
of those
fucking,
rounds, but
I'm
you can
used
tell
to it.
that
I'm used to it, chat. Yan
mentally
talagang
they weren't
Pinoy.
all there. It looked
That's
like
why
they
we'll
were
always be
rattled,
fucking poor, bro.
and it
But it's
kind
okay.
of never
okay.
fully came
We
back
take
to
those.
them, and I think part of that
We
was
take
Primi
those.
just setting the pace.
No matter
setting
how
the
much
tone.
effort we put,
He'd get ahead of some of those owl drums
okay.
and things like that they were
We
setting
tried.
down. They get picked off by him, and they were like just reeling after all those.
And it's not even-
moments, and time again, there'd be some bounce backs, but overall they just really could never fully stabilize.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that gives away, I mean, the fall deaths aside, whatever, they managed to close out 66% of the rounds in which somebody died at the beginning. So whatever Aztec sacrifice nonsense that were going on, it was working out in that regard. But the thing that was the most telling was when you looked back at, you know, the first one that happened, Jeremy, that dash. He never bought the updraft. He didn't have it to try to go for that play. And that just showed you that things were starting to become very scrambled in the secret camp. And while they did manage to rally back a bit, much like we saw on Lotus, they can't get over that edge. And they've already made too many mistakes that if they hadn't made, if they had tightened up these moments, then again, you would be looking at that overtime. You'd be looking at them winning the map. Like this redone with some mistakes, you know, fixed for the side of Secret could have been a 2-0 for them.
100%. And I think it could have easily gone the other way if a lot of these things that you guys have already just mentioned were in place.
If they win a pistol.
On the other hand, we got
but it
50k
was
followers,
really
chat.
rough,
On the other hand, we have
still
50k
against
followers
Primi
on Twitch.
there.
I've been streaming for 2 months here in Twitch. You guys were good. You guys were insane. Aside from the loss, I gotta get something positive from this. We got 50k viewers. Can we get an 07 in that chat? First time ko mag-stream dito. It's been 2 months and we got 50k followers. Thank you guys for following me all the way here. You know, cause fuck Facebook, fuck Filipinos, fuck Facebook commenters. Mag-scatter na lang kayo. I lost my money too, chat. I lost my money too. Do you see me blaming TS? Maybe a little bit, cause fucking, you know,
I picked ban.
we
so,
threw a little bit of
I
round,
mean,
but you
I
know,
think we all get a
we
point
tried.
just for
It is what it is.
gonna happen,
Yeah, I feel like I should get a
We tried.
point for at least
And
guessing
this
secrets.
is the best
Come on,
run we've
I
had so far.
literally said
We had 4-0 to
it'd
stage
be-
2.
What?
I mean, split
Come
2.
on.
Split 1 was a little bit
What are we gonna
rusty.
do? I think
But
we should-
split
I think we
2,
always get a
we
point.
had
We all
an
said
undefeated
yes.
run,
Yeah, we all
to
said
be
yes.
honest.
We all get a point?
So,
We all knew it was gonna
I wouldn't say
happen.
it was that bad, but it's just that we
Yeah.
lost
Yes,
at the
I think
most
he said
worst
yes.
time.
I'm
Because
gonna
it's
do it.
championships.
He said yes.
But yeah, it is what it is, man. We lost. They were better,
You
whatever.
said yes, producer. I'm gonna gaslight you if you didn't.
Oh, we all said, whoa.
It's okay.
We all up. Oh gosh, KO does not.
Hey, congrats viewers.
Yep.
Oh wait, not you.
Oh,
you're
hey,
back to
yeah.
Radiant.
True, the viewers, they get out of wood.
Congrats. They
Quack is
finally
now
did it.
the sole possessor of wood.
Well, I mean we suck.
I think
Seth is
Quack
still
should
there.
change his ID to Lumberjack because he's been in wood for so long.
Lumberquack?
Yeah, Lumberquack. There you go.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to see. I was already excited to see just
It's
one
okay,
ball.
guys.
To get 3 was such a treat.
Was it?
Oh, I don't know.
What replays do we have here?
It was funny. It was funny.
The manner in which some of these happened, though, was just tragic. I think the only
The
one that
Abyss
I
map
can
was also
really
surprising, to be honest.
truly
Even I got
understand
surprised
was
at Abyss
actually
map.
2G,
But
not even Invis.
I guess they were ready.
Maybe just needed to
I guess they
stop
were
it.
also ready at Abyss map.
And like rely on his teammates
Yeah,
to tell him like,
they were
hey,
ready,
like, you're
Chad.
good.
Okay.
They're not swinging us. Like 2G, he was panicking because he was coming around the corner, getting ready to do the jump skip, and then all of a sudden, boom, he's getting
getting
shot
hit.
at by like Governor or something like that. So there was a little bit of panic there. But
And
yeah,
the
so that
wildcard
one's
Primi,
pretty
that was a really good
egregious,
pick from Talon.
and, with Abyss
They
in,
got a
and
new kid.
based on what
He's
Alex
got
has said
a lot of
in
confidence
the
in him.
past, I think we can expect
Yeah.
many, many
I
more
felt like
calls.
Yeah,
Lotus
Paper
map,
X
we
is
could have
playing
also gotten
tomorrow,
good
so
sa Lotus.
if we're seeing Abyss,
It was so
maybe we're
close
gonna
into
see
Lotus. It
more
felt like if you don't want Lotus,
Ban
tapos
it,
na yung
though,
game.
so
Yeah, we don't get to see it because Genji's just gonna.
maybe.
Come on, Genji.
Well, if grand final,
That Primi kid is a lifesaver. Look at that. Look at that. He won that game.
That could be it. I mean, I don't know how
He won that map,
viewers
dude.
felt
He
about
was
seeing
he was
Abyss
he.
for
I mean, the
very
team set
first
up
time, especially
Primi really well
the
as well.
Talon
So
comp. But here are some of the stats. Primi, once again, just topping the charts here, unsurprisingly. And Jesse Bash, I mean, just a shout out to his ults. His ults never miss. They all, when he's on the Sova, they're always killing someone.
Yeah, I was gonna say the last one, but he still got a tag. It just didn't lead to too much at the back end. But yeah, I mean, it was still a solid performance from Jesse as far as the Sova is concerned. But things were just way too disjointed at the beginning for the side of Secret. Again, it's just those rounds given up at the beginning that they weren't able to close out. Those pistols that they weren't able to secure. If they're able to get those, this is a completely different outcome.
And I think it's unfortunate in some ways for Team Secret. Like,
we
there
have
were a
dito.
couple things that I noticed. First of
We
all,
were so
a lot
close
of
to champions.
unfortunate
I know, chat. I know it's
moments where
hard
they
because
peaked
masakit
when they
talaga.
didn't need to,
They were
and
like one
kind of
step
go for
closer to
aggressive
being
plays
in
when they didn't need
champions.
to, things
I
like
get it,
that.
but
And
it
also,
is what it is, man.
a concern I had at the very beginning of the season that I didn't really think would rear its ugly head again is Jeremy on
wait,
Duelists.
So who's
Sometimes
going to
he just
champions
kind of
now?
doesn't have it, and this is one of those times where he needed to when it mattered most, and he just couldn't quite bring them over the line. So I mean, still very, very close for Team Secret. You're still seeing how good they are as a team right now, but they came in today and it just
it's Talon
wasn't
DRX,
quite the
Genji
performance
DRX.
they
This is
needed.
one
And
win.
it all just started with those pistol rounds and things like
We were
that.
just one win
set
away.
them off kilter.
Yeah, you can
It
definitely
hurts.
see
Yeah, I
that
get it.
happen as round by round went by. Now, Talon will be moving on to play DRX tomorrow and Paper X against Gen G. And I feel like we have some ideas about Paper X and Gen G, but DRX
locked
and
it in,
Talon,
man.
do you guys have any thoughts about this? Set us up for tomorrow
I mean,
and what we should anticipate.